my protagonists, and welcome to another Doki Doki Donut. I'm Darkborne, here on Darkborne Plus, your conquerable character, and you are my protagonist. And today on this very special, I was about to say Destiny 2, this very special Darkborne Plus. Let's rewind. On this very special episode of Dungeons and Dumbasses Flights of the Legacy, we're going to be doing a few things. It's probably not going to be one of our biggest or longest commercials. Wow, my brain is like everywhere today. Oh my gosh, Roku, thank you so much for the host. But yeah, no, on this episode today, we're going to be basically covering what just happened in the sewers of Baldur's Gate. We are going to be doing some leveling. We're going to do a little bit of like story shenanigans and stuff like that. And yeah, so we're going to level up characters and it's basically going to be kind of like a chill hangout, what the fuck just happened to us type of thing. And yay, we leveled up. Kind of was all wrapped up into one. Yeah. Oh goodness. All right. Let me go ahead and put my headset back on and bring in everybody else. All right, now everybody is on and they can hear you.
Oh no. Can you mute us just like 5 seconds?
Go for it. 5 seconds. All right. And then, now they can. Yeah, they're unmuted, so you can keep going.
Yeah, Ganesh was going to ask me a question real quick. So, Ganesh, what's the question?
What's meta magic adept? Something about sorcerer class, meta magic options,
so if you
sorcery
don't want
points.
if you don't want to fully cross class as a sorcerer,
yeah,
which allows for the meta magic feats, or well, in 3.5 meta magic feats. In 5e, it's more of like a meta magic class ability. Which allows you to use things like double spell, twin spell, silent spell. We'll go over it if you choose to pick that for your character.
Twinning spell of conjure animals sounds fantastic. If that's a thing, I like it. If it's not, then I don't care. If it's twin things like,
it's magic that lets you metagame. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Okay. Meanwhile, I can hear Arden just like, this character has way too many things that I don't like to deal with, and OP.
Okay, correction.
Hold on.
Careful spell, distance spell, empowered spell, extended spell, heightened spell, quicken spell, subtle spell, twin spell. Twin spell is not what you think it is. It just increases the number of targets of the spell. It doesn't double the spell.
Okay. So then meta magic options from the sorcerer class. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up.
Then that twin spell is named wrong.
You can literally go to the index, scroll down, or go to classes, click sorcerer, then click meta magic on the sorcerer's sheet that opens up.
But I'm a lawyer, so I have the PHB in front of me.
You could also do that.
Wow.
So I'm like, is it on page 78 or 85?
Other DMs have it easy. They just have to deal with players trying to game the system. I have to deal with an actual lawyer.
Right. And I'll do anything to double my CR.
As long as it's within the bounds of the rules.
Yes. Okay, sorcerer, spell casting, flexible
I
cast,
don't want to just have to
meta
roll zero
magic.
everything it does.
What attribute is the airship proficiency?
Well,
It's other.
what?
It's what?
Other. It's
I
not going under the tools ones that you can click. It's under the
oh,
languages.
okay. Then I did the oof. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So it goes under the tools. Okay.
I blame you, Arden, because now I go oof.
Yep.
So
Rude. Stealing my thing.
rude. I think of you, and I that's totally in your voice every time. I don't say it. I laugh about it. I'm like, when Arden says rude, that's how I feel right now.
Rude.
But for oof, I caught myself doing it at work last week, and I was like, oof.
So, the reason I use oof is when I feel for a person, but I have nothing that I can add to a conversation to make it, to help alleviate it.
Yeah.
That's a good use.
That is a good use.
Yeah.
I've been using
Usually,
it
if it's like something I can help with, I would obviously offer my assistance.
I've been using it when people are beyond help on the tickets.
Yep. Oh
Nope.
no! Don't use it with customers.
Oh no!
He can, because you guys don't know how big a bitch her trainer is. She's amazing. She would totally let her say oofed.
Not officially written ticket is my bit, but if you're
I
talking
didn't hear
with
any of
customers
that, bro.
directly, then yes. Right, because Vox likes to be bad. Does it not work?
Okay. Well, I sent them a message. I don't. Naia's offline.
Yeah, that just means they don't get to do their shenanigans. They had the ability to do the shenanigans. Now that they're not here, there are no shenanigans.
Well, we still have a few minutes left before we actually hit the button for that. So I just want to say congratulations to our team for reaching level 8 and not dying.
Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations for not dying.
So, this
The
meta
spell of-
magic is actually kind of decent. So, extended spell, I can increase the duration to past a long rest, which is nice.
Yep.
Distance spell, I can double the range of the spell. So I can cast
Thanks,
cast
Roku.
dudes 120 feet away, which is nifty.
Roku's like, congrats on not dying, lol.
Yeah.
You keep cutting out, Arden.
Yeah, I might as well just turn off more Fox because it's being a jerk.
Yep.
Unless I can do something with the preferences that just tells it to not do that.
2 meta magic. Spell cast.
Thinking maybe try the other media.
Oh, but meta magic adept sucks.
Go there.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, I guess y'all won't get to hear Sam's voice. I'll just do it real quick. There, that was Sam.
Yeah, it was literally a sound that said "Meow."
You gotta turn off the
Hello.
Voice and audio. Input sensitivity. I don't know what causes it to go nuts when I'm trying to do.
It's the sneeze filter. Whatever it's called. if your voice goes outside of the normal, like, voice frequency thingies, then it says, "Oh, that's a sneezer dog bark."
Mhm.
Lovely. Oh well. I'll have to fix up I'll test it on my normal streams. So that's what.
There we go. I've took more fucks off.
Okie dokies. Your audio is
You
just a
sound much
little
better.
Yeah.
Only a little, because it's probably Discord and Morphox being really mean with each other.
They probably had an argument.
I wish they would stop being dramatic, but whatever. They both came from Mexico.
Melodramatica.
Ugh, not another Spanish soap opera.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see here. They got another 4 minutes.
Yeah, Roka, they don't have to worry about that. This is really just, it's a chill. I'll be going through all the
Oh yeah,
stuff.
no. Today is more of like you guys get to see and we get to see the reveal of the entire map and see the stuff that we didn't have to that we totally skipped out on, because there is still another massive chunk to the map of an area that we did not choose to go to.
And before anyone asks, no, we're not going that way. No, I'm not letting Naia go through and traipse through the rest of these sewers. There is at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more encounters.
8 more.
Yeah.
8 more sessions then, because
With how long it takes us to go through a single combat. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that would have put us.
Yeah, no,
18
I was really happy by this big, huge chunk out of the middle, because we were approaching my estimation of February pretty on target.
We were, we were pretty much on the nose, yeah.
This why I didn't want to show the whole map right off the bat and be like, this is why you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
But then I looked at the other map and I'm like, oh my god, I'm glad they did not go that way.
I'm glad I'm glad we did not go that way. Why? Because spiders.
And it just ends in a dead end.
Yeah, it straight up ends in a dead end. You would have had to backtrack anyway.
It would have it would have wasted time.
I think Gnar's like first initial reaction out of the sewers is like, thank God I can actually smell something that's not sewers for once.
Not sewers, not blood.
Not mimic hearts.
Yeah.
Not the acid from literally every ooze that I've placed everywhere.
Yeah, speaking of that, Gnar still has a coat that needs to be tailored
Repaired.
and repaired.
Speaking of which, I should probably slap in all the enemies you guys actually did end up fighting just for shenanigans.
Yeah, but not yet, because I don't have that map up. That page up. Actually, let's go ahead, and then when they join us, they join us.
That's pretty much what I was going to end up doing.
Alright, so give me just a moment, and we're going to go into it. Hello everyone, it's your favorite Sword of Warning, with your daily warning. Dungeons and Dumbasses, trigger and content warning. This episode may contain adult themes and not intended for anyone under the age of 18. Themes may contain sex, PTSD, traumas, racial injustice, etc. Viewer discretion is advised. And remember, I warned you!
perfectly
All right, we're back
fine.
on, and I mean, I'm on where we last left off, but I just realized we jumped on. We always jump on this out of habit. We jump on it, but this week it doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna say, quick recap: we won.
Yep.
We won.
Yay,
We're done.
we won.
They got done with the sewers and are larva burbling up.
We are.
Blubber, blubber.
I mean, there's not much for Arden to explain other than the entire this episode is where we last left off, and where are they now, kind of a thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take us into the map. Oh, wrong one. That one. All right. Just so you know, I play Desi, so this is my icon over here, jumping the lion with the crown. And then that missing person, it would be Naia. So when she makes her entrance, that's where she'll be.
If she makes her entrance.
If and when.
Yo, I'm trying to remember. Because of shenanigans. Yeah. So if you want to scroll out a little bit, Desi, you can see everything. Slowly trying to re-add all the creatures you
sorry.
murdered.
Hold on, I have to. Oh, so oops, backwards.
And the
So
ones...
Arden,
Oh God, she has an idea.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
so is it possible? And I know this is probably a definite no, but it might not be.
Depends.
Can I use Poisoner with Lightning Launcher by some zappy spray mist poison into, or electrified poison into Lightning Launcher zappy?
If you can, in character, explain how you managed to pull this off, yes.
I mean, yeah, I would love to see that.
I
would
want
love
to learn the
see that.
science behind how you created a poison
Poison
lightning
is-
launcher.
I've got it. Of fiber optics in it, right? So zap with the lightning, and it implements a biological computer virus that
Wow.
that fucking poisons them via nano. No.
Yeah. No, go on.
Keep going.
I was gonna say nanobots, but I can't think of how to deliver them through lightning.
Well, I see. Can I help?
Yes.
Okay, how I see is that this electromagnetic pulse and wave that gets shot out looks like lightning, but actually it is that is what the launching of thousands upon millions of nanites.
Nanites. That was what I was looking for. Yes.
Looks like lightning, but it produces not only but shock energy, but it starts to turn every cell into a poison gas.
Sure.
Interesting. Proserpia, how did you create nanites in a medieval setting?
Yeah.
How did I create nanites in a medieval setting? Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I had my bee. Oh God, how can I do this?
You're literally
Nanites.
on the legacy that has a giant thing that can make tiny people.
Yeah, but even those tiny people, aka the mirror, are roughly the smallest is roughly about the size of a dog.
Yeah, but they could have taught her.
Oh,
that
she's fucking around with you and Arden on the ship,
Yeah.
right? And then she gets a call from one of the MIBs from Mage the Ascension, whom
Nope.
she then seduces, and he gives her nanites.
Ew.
I mean, it's plausible because we're a homebrew MTG crossover.
Okay, so I know what to do.
But not a World of Darkness crossover.
My
No,
bee.
World of Darkness crossed into you, motherfucker. You were the one that was planeswalking, and the MIB will not stand for that shit. So they bring the nanites.
Nice try. No.
Okay, so my bee contracts a virus, right? And I don't know where the bee got it, but I take a surface, like a little biopsy of my little bee. So I take a nail file, or metal file, and I, scrape some of it off. And I discovered that it picked up some weird, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I can't think of the word.
Might?
I'm sorry?
Might?
No,
Actual bug might?
oh God, what word was I gonna use? Biopsy the little bee. Yeah, sure. It was some sort of little mites that, it was flying around a meteorite. It was flying past the meteorite to get some bees for me to go, like, kill a bitch. And it picks up some weird nanotech. And wow, turning on the paper shutter by accident, it's really scary in the dark.
Wow.
I put my book on top of it, and it was like, zzz,
I love this.
and it scared
So,
me.
I'm loving your explanation.
Okay.
I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
what you're suggesting is that a non-biological creature managed to pick up a disease that affected it.
Because it was attracted to the minerals inside the construction of the bee.
Desi? The only non-biological disease that affects construct creatures is
Yes.
very terrifying for a certain artificer.
Oh,
Tetanus.
Phyrexian oil, right.
It picked it up from rust off the meteorite, and it has a nanotetanus.
Nanotetanus.
Nanotetanus. I love it.
Wow.
And you turned that into a poison?
Yep,
Yes.
she did.
Because I am a bad person.
You were a terrifying artificer. Congratulations, you get your poison hurt. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now, you Phyrexian little bastard.
Oh, lordy.
Oh.
And now I'm gonna figure out how to purge the Phyrexian, this nanotetanus off my ship because it can affect my mirror.
Nanotetanus, and I just love this nanotetanus.
Well, what is the mirror made of?
Name a metal.
Yes, in other words, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mirror can be made out of many different types of metals.
Okay.
So congratulations, Proserpia. In your
poison
training
lightning.
to be in your training as what you just became, you also have infected the ship potentially.
No. It
I'm
was
gonna be
Petri.
rocking around with a mask on and be like, okay, scrub.
With a blowtorch.
Blowtorch, whatever have you. These goggles have the magnifying flip of flip.
Oh God.
There's
I'm
one.
sorry. I'm sorry to say this, Proserpia, but you just created COVID for mechanical devices in D&D.
Oh, and Naia. We have a Naia with us. We are live, by the way.
Oh, lordy.
Have a good nap.
I did. I'm just trying to find my glasses.
See when you get them. I'm kidding.
Oh, that was
Oh,
terrible. Terrible. Boo.
Go jokes for the win.
That's not even a
Yeah.
That's not even a gunkle joke. That's it was just bad.
I mean, it's me. I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
man.
Spectators. Yeah. Put their X's on them.
I have a feeling it's. Wait a second. That's what that. Yeah, those two doors, or is it three doors that we didn't go to in this area here, Arden?
You mean down south?
Yeah, are there
Give
three
me just
doors
2
that we didn't
seconds.
go?
Give me just 2 seconds.
Are there? No, you're fine. You're fine. Are those three doors or are those two doors that we didn't go through?
3.
Okay, so this is actually a door.
Should be able to see
There,
it
now
now.
I see it. Yeah, now I see it. Before I didn't. Oh wow. Oh, oh man, that just made it worse for me. Thank God that Karg didn't open any one of those doors.
Well, to be fair, I could technically go from top left to bottom right, but we're not there yet.
Yeah. No, there's other things.
I know I'm missing a few creatures, but what the hell? Nothing else to really put in except maybe the black pudding that murdered the poor innocent tiger.
What? No.
Yeah.
Well, no. You would have to put. You have to put the fairy because that's what it is now.
Oh, right.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
That was funny. That
That's
was
great.
funny.
I think I actually just deleted that fairy's token completely because I was like, nope, never gonna see this again. Nope,
Yeah,
found
you
it.
did.
Never
You did
mind.
say
There
that,
it is.
though. You did say that.
Found them.
There's the sprite.
Okay.
We didn't kill more down there, or did we just get our asses handed to us by traps?
It was traps.
You mostly got hurt by
traps.
traps.
Yeah.
Which is strange. And
Oh, the
elaborate.
carrion worms in that other, all the way to the
God.
bottom left. The carrion.
Oh, those are carrion worms, not ochre jelly.
The one where we first started, yeah, it was 2 carrions.
Ochre jelly was actually over
Yep,
here.
that the ochre jelly was there. Yeah.
Okay.
Here there were
Smaller.
two carrion, and then there was like the little tiny swarm of centipedes or something like that. They're like red. I know because Hellcat had them covered. She was covered in them a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the rats.
No, yeah, well there was the rats, and then there was the centipede-looking things that were attacking you.
I've since blocked that out.
Valid, very valid.
And then,
Alright,
of course, those got killed, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I will be right back.
Yogi.
Yeah, I am sorry about my lateness. I was trying to find my glasses.
It's no worries. We're just building things up. We're having a bit of a chill stream day, so. And then we're gonna have the wonderful tour after y'all get out. Do a little bit of shenanigans on what you were planning, Naia.
Okay.
And then getting out of the sewer, because I'm not having you go through the rest of the thing. That's 8 more sessions worth of content
Oh
that I
God.
don't want to have to deal with.
Okay, no, I get it. So we're done. For God's sake, we're done.
You have leveled. Don't go any further. Stop. Do not collect your 200 gold pieces.
Oh.
No, I'm missing.
No.
Also, with my whole thing is like, I hope I'm not going too far, but it's like, she promised.
I mean, you did promise. I just want to see how your plan turns out. Take this. We just copy those little jerks.
I mean, depending on what's left, we might be able to like kind of hand wave like, yeah, we can take him. Like,
No, at this point, you can literally take anything else that's down here in the sewer. I just don't have anything written up for the treasure.
No.
Remove that loot table.
no, that's that's fine. I mean, like, it's just a case of clearing it out and then establishing. Oh, come on, Firefox. Why did you just crash? Why? I hate you.
I understand you want to clear out so you can start building your cult, but that would have meant that we would have been in the sewers roughly between 3 to 8 weeks.
Really?
1, 2, 3.
I mean,
Yeah,
we've only
8
had.
more sessions. It was 2 months.
Well, no, but
8,
each
9.
session isn't necessarily a whole day.
No. We
No.
mean weeks in real life.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We would never be out of here.
Yeah, no. I got no. As I said, I completely understand. That's why I was saying, like, hand wave, yada yada. There's nothing that's going to cause us any real problems.
Well,
On the upside, the next sessions, when we actually do have a session,
yeah,
we're going to have very nicely detailed maps. Provided lovingly by our bacon god of death.
And next session, correct me if I'm wrong, will be in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 days
Yes.
before my birthday.
yeah. The
Hey.
29th, we will not be having an episode.
Oh, wait. 29th. 7 days. 6 days before my birthday. Never mind.
When's your birthday, dude?
December 5th.
Okay.
And, so what we're gonna do is that on the 29th, we're gonna may or may not have a stream that day, or it might be a rerun. So
We can always do Mass Effect.
we could also take the day off.
We could also take the day off. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that does sound quite appealing at the moment.
I'm going to be too fat and happy to run anything on that day. I can tell you that much.
Hey.
There's going to be way too much food.
All right, so what are we doing first? Are we doing cutscene or are we doing tour?
We are doing Naia shenanigans.
Oh, okay. That's what I came.
So Naia, describe your plan.
Well, my plan is to clear out the sewers.
Assume we do that already.
She's going to have a look at like exactly what is directly. She's going to like go out. So I don't know if that counts as cutscene.
So you're actually leaving the sewers first?
She needs to find out exactly what is above this room.
So remember, all of this takes place. Let me go to grab the Boulderscape map here. I think this is the one? No, this one. Yeah. Boom. If you would kindly zoom in.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember, the legacy is here.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Ping.
Okay. Meow. Ding.
So like that boat there, basically.
Not the boat, the warehouse that got
Oh,
destroyed.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the warehouse. Yeah.
Okay, so let me get freehand.
Where was the scale for this?
I don't know. We're just going with rough things here. Theater of the mind for the most part. So, Legacy was inside this area. Drawing that. Bang. The sewer entrance that you went down was over here.
Oh, over where? I'm gonna have to zoom out.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just go up a tiny bit to the right. I'm just gonna big old red circle it.
All right.
Okay.
There.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a power button.
Roughly, if you had that,
Sorry.
the other exit that you found will come up roughly off of a sewer grate. Actually, no. Never mind. You know what? DM's being dumb, because that wouldn't make sense for the Kuoto. I kind of built... So, a little bit of background knowledge. I kind of built this thing very freehand, and its location was always subject to change.
It's good.
So, the sewer grate where they might come up would be here.
Okay.
Sewer grate where you entered would be here. Well, so if the tree came up, you would be looking at bursting through roughly this general area.
Okay. We got quite a bit of money, didn't we?
Quite a bit of money.
In terms of, if it's that general area.
Yep.
What are the real estate prices like in Boulderscape? Like, in terms of like, I'm thinking, is there a property around there that's looking a little bit, down the slack?
Are you gonna buy a church for your cult?
It's not a church.
Temple.
It's just so that I don't blow up somebody's home.
You're gonna blow up somebody's home. You're just
It looks
You're
like
just
you're
putting
actually-
financial cover
Basically,
over it first.
is there a disused building anywhere around?
I mean, you're talking about your residential, like a residential to a shipyard area, because if you can see the building that's right next to there is literally a dry dock.
Need
Yeah,
to find a
and it looks
sewer
like
pipe.
It looks like also it's in the middle of a big road or pathway. So basically, we're gonna put a hole right in
Well, no,
traffic.
This is why I was asking if there was like a disused house that we could pick up on the cheap.
Give you money so you can just blow it up.
I'm not going to blow it up. I have a plan.
Is that planned fireball?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's essentially she wants to I'm just trying to remember what it's called. Like make a Baldur's Gate version of the temple to Australian Waterdeep, which is essentially from the outside it looks like a normal building, but the moment that you go inside, it's a tree.
You'd be looking to try and move out the tenants from, I'd say, probably this building, like any of these buildings except for the dry dock, and I'm assuming these two right next to the dry dock are the offices for it. So you'd be looking somewhere in that residential section.
I mean, it would be like one. It wouldn't be the whole section. It would just be like one building. So like she's going to try and scout out, like, is there one that's disused? Is there one that isn't occupied?
Oh, they're occupied by the sailors and the shipwrights and their families. So if you want to try and convince some of them to move out for a hefty price, you might have to roll that persuasion.
Well, that depends on how others feel about. I mean, what's Naia's share of the loot? Because I'm not going to try and spend anyone else's share of the loot on this. So,
Loot master, as I look at Desi.
Why you have to look at me right now?
Because you are the loot master at this point in time.
It is split.
My guess would be 1,000 gold and 2,000 silver.
I mean,
because we got something like.
I haven't added up our money yet.
Didn't we get like 90 platinum or something like that as well?
99 platinum. But what I'm saying is that our
well, how much?
We have a budget.
I'm sorry.
We have a budget.
This budget sounds as nebulous as a plan.
We have a budget.
My plan's very specific. I just need someone to execute it.
Well, how much is a building? Like before we haggle.
Well, this is in the lower parts of the city, so it's not going to be too much.
Okay.
You're looking in. Actually, Proserpia, you're part of a merchant's guild.
Oh crap! I am.
She's also part of a noble family.
You're also part of a noble family. It'd be almost known. It'd be almost like if you could go and get the city planning pricing just
or that a small building in that general area.
Yeah. So give me. Let me look at your sheet because this might be relate to a specific proficiency for either you or Hellcat to pull up.
Okay. So just so everyone knows, the money is split 5 ways. So basically, how do I put this? Our budget is everyone can spend up to 1,000. If it's something that is a need, then it's a group vote.
Okay. I'm sure that we got more than. I mean, because.
Oh, 1,000.
Oh no,
1,000 copper. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention 1,000 copper.
Okay, so you don't have something specific for it.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Proserpia, give me an investigation roll.
Okay.
Or
okay. I was
you or
overvaluing.
Hellcat.
It's fine. I was overvaluing platinum. It's fine.
Platinum's like 10 gold, isn't it?
And yeah. I was thinking it was 100. Oh, I was being a tool.
You said investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Between you and Hecate.
Proserpia is higher. Here we go.
Well, they're family. That could be a help, actually.
Ooh. Oh, I'm scared.
Okay, so that's about in the lower city area by purchasing a house, but being so close to the dry docks, you're looking at about 500 to 600 gold.
Okay.
Twice that if you want to have someone moved out of an already lived-in home. Because
Okay.
they're not going to want to give up their jobs just on a whim, and their livelihoods.
Understandable.
So that's where the persuasion comes in, and you're looking at
How
a
much
neutral party.
How much if she cultifies them?
Isn't that what the persuasion's for?
No, that's religion.
She wouldn't move a poor family out of their home just for the sake of it, because that would be like not it would be rude, and it would be like not in the spirit of Illustrate. That was why she was specifically looking for like a rundown building in the docks.
This busy residential area. There's gonna be no rundown buildings in this area.
Okay.
They're probably gonna be very well maintaining their own homes, considering they work with wood and steel all the bloody time.
Can she try and talk to Ivan and Hector?
We will get to that, but you may have to discuss your plans with them in character.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So we are in agreement that we can do cutscene to leave the sewers.
Yes.
Yeah. As I said, I don't want to hold things up.
So what essentially just happened is you were in the sewers, you were planning, and then you talked with Hecate, who pulled up Proserpia using the amulet to pull up and have a discussion and have Proserpia check where everything is in Baldur's Gate, as far as where you are in the sewers and what your plan would essentially cost you.
Cool. I love this retcon.
I mean, it's not a retcon, that's how it works. Or that's how it's working right now, because we still haven't gotten you out of the sewers. You proceed to leave the sewers after presumably clearing it out and trying to look for things, but until all the rest of the mimics that were in the area have decided to fuck off with the rest of the loot, because
They
will
petties.
they will find
a wall.
They will find their own treasure trove place to hide, where they can lure in other adventurers for food that won't kill them immediately. Or at least people who haven't caught on that they're mimics. So, you will get out sewers. You're probably going to leave via the Koto exit, which is the top corner here, like closest to the water. And you make your way to the ship. There are murmurs and rumors going, or you hear murmurs and stuff coming from the crowd as you're walking out, smelling to the high heavens, mind you, because you were literally in a sewer, covered in blood, for the most part. And you make your way down, and I'm just gonna do this, because it's easier. Yeah. Nope. Freehand. Damn it. Like, there are whispers everywhere. Desi, give me a perception check.
Oh God. Okay. All right, here we go. Hold on, Desi, perception.
If anyone else wants to give a perception check at that point, by all means.
Yeah.
Hecate.
I'll be rolling with that with advantage, I believe. I mean,
Well, technically 20 because of my +1.
At the
Soupy,
moment,
you're just happy to be out of the sewers.
at
Yeah.
the moment,
Hecate.
if I've yeah, Hecate, yeah. At the
Oh, yeah.
moment, my passive is 23.
Okay.
Because I've got the Sentinel Shield.
You also happen to be absolutely distracted by your up and coming plans.
That is fine. I will roll a perception check. I do believe I still get advantage on that though.
I think
Yep.
because you're distracted, you should be at normal instead of.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Absolutely.
And you almost died.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's those wounds that you're still gonna fix up.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Alright, you're just happy to be out of the sewers and waiting for your next cooked meal. Naia, you won't notice anything strange off the bat. Ganesh, because you have keen hearing, or was it keen scent?
Might be both. It's definitely scent.
It's sent. Yeah.
Okay, so scent, you're not noticing too much. It's just salt water, but you do see people in robes with a sort of lion figure.
Lion finger.
Not figure.
Oh, figure. Okay.
Yeah, like a lion standard. Like sewn into the robes, very ragtag.
Oh God.
Mm.
I'm kind of scared.
Desi does notice this. You probably don't think of anything of it right away.
Oh no! To him. Oh, it must be some local custom to welcome Leonin. Okay.
Isn't half the town Leonin for some reason? That
No.
I totally forget.
No, it's like a small percentage.
Very small. Like there's maybe 3 other Leonin in
They're
the
like
city.
a trade group. Yeah, they're like a part of the trade group from New Orescos.
No, I thought we did a thing where they were magically a whole bunch of Leonin.
Yeah.
Yes, on a different continent.
Yeah.
They're like the Romani. In this setting.
Well, they have their own capital city, but they do trade. They're all about big trading and stuff and going.
Mm-hmm.
At least from your experience, you've seen 2 Leonin so far. Desi and that one guy that had the fiery mane.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to rip us off for gear.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Before we leave, can Naia bring the Mind Flayer's head?
You most certainly can.
Yeah.
As proof of what we did more than anything.
And just moving this, because the legacy has been moved from the now destroyed warehouse into the ocean.
Hang on, what destroyed the warehouse? Remind me.
The legacy.
The legacy.
Aimed 4 times the size.
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, it was.
That was so long ago. I kind of forgot about it.
No. First, it got destroyed because of sort of what the fuck shenanigans, where the first kobold to cross the threshold.
Oh God, yes.
Just the room fills with ash.
So the legacy was in a dry dock or dragged into this warehouse because it got damaged so badly that they had to pull it into the warehouse to fix it.
Yeah.
Then one kobold decided to mess with the sword of what the fuck again and fill the entire space between the legacy's outer hall and the inside of the warehouse with volcanic ash.
Yeah.
Right.
And then another kobold, getting the bright idea to touch Arden's stuff, got a hold of the gauntlet that he used to fix Desi that one time, and
she thought that she could do the same thing, fix the legacy,
and therefore cause it to grow 3 to 4 times its size.
Yeah.
So we got a frigate,
and it had to be pried off her arm.
Yep. Because she doesn't know how to use it properly, and messing with an item that you don't know from a plane that you have no idea existed is a wonderful idea.
Skin.
Who did it again? Hagner?
Gnar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your artificing rival. Yeah.
So, quick little background while everybody else was doing their own thing. Arden and Proserpia and Gnar have been diligently trying to work out, okay, can the ship still fly? Let alone be able to be used at all. Because of its new size, the power draw it's probably going to have to end up pulling out, so on and so forth. But as the party reaches, it seems that they've managed to figure at least some of that out. However, Arden is on the deck, and he is with a very regal-looking woman, and someone who you think you've seen before? I know Desi has probably seen him before, but you can't quite place him. But he looks like a shifty merchant type.
He or she?
He.
Oh, because you said she at first.
Did I?
Yeah, you got a regal-looking woman. You got a
regal-looking woman. Regal-looking woman and shifty merchant type.
Oh,
okay.
The shifty merchant type. I think
Gotcha.
you said that she was a shifty merchant type. That's what I understood. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a man and a woman. The merchant is the man.
The woman I don't have a picture for, but the guy I do.
Let's see.
I will put him in. Actually, might be easier to just do this. Do you see that face?
There you
Yep.
Oh, I
Oh,
do.
now I do.
go.
He's pretty shifty.
If it smells like a pirate.
He
then
kind of
it
looks like a
must
guy
be a
now.
pirate.
Now you see Arden's having a talk with him, and for those with the high perception rolls, will immediately notice Arden happens to be wearing that very same gauntlet. And he's not looking all too pleased.
Ooh.
You can't blame us for this one.
Yeah, nope. It's not us.
And this is when you would walk up on the deck. Anyone? Oh, you come into mid-conversation. Arden's like, well, I don't see how any of that's my problem. And Shift guys, well, you see, I had a very nice business dealings with that Mind Flayer. Sure, I kept him busy for you so you could take care of him, but I feel like I'm owed here.
The merchant?
Does Naia hear this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can she slap him around the face with the Mind Flayer's head?
You're gonna slap the guy in the face with the Mind Flayer's head.
was it the lady that said this, or was it the guy that said this?
The guy.
Okay.
Rub the tentacles in his face.
I would say just drop the head on his hands.
Yeah, or just hold it up and say,
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Arden's looking down. Well, that's one problem taken care of. The guy's like, as expected, he didn't run when I told him to.
What's that fucker's name?
Oh, that was the other guy with the playing
Yeah,
chess with him.
yeah.
Oh, he's the guy who ran in the sewers.
Yeah. He's on the note. He's on the note.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Oh God! Oh,
Where's that note that we found?
Red Mage.
Oh,
Tyrus
Red
and
Mage.
Lorena.
The Red Mages.
Yeah, but he wasn't one of the red mages. I think he was the one that wrote the note.
No, there was a very confusing pronoun thing to the note. He could be Tyrus.
That's Lothar.
This could be. Yeah, it could be.
Excuse me, but I am not Tyrus. Tyrus is the one I want this one to find for me. And he just tilts his head. My name is Mahadi. Mahadi, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Master of the Emporium.
Indeed. Well, take it from me, Mahadi, that dealings with these creatures never end well.
Very well, but dealings with me people tend to say do the same. That being said, I so do wish to find those red mages. They are, well, they're late. They should have checked in about a week ago.
Just out of curiosity, would you have shared the those of you who saw? Would you have shared like the people in cloaks with the lion emblem following us?
We don't have an image. We just described it. That's it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
no,
Would you have shared that you saw them to the rest of the party?
What I have? Oh, you know who we didn't roll? Karg. Karg. Let me see if he noticed. Okay. It's a perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
11.
Nah. It really was too off air. I'm sorry. And no, Karg didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna say he was also glad to be at that place.
So what did
Want to get to bed.
Yeah.
What did Ganesh see?
I saw 3 Leonin with Leonin badges and raggedy robes.
You just saw people in raggedy robes with stitched on lion.
Yeah, I don't think they were actually Leonin. They just wore a badge of a lion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They're wearing a badge.
Oh, that's too boring for me to know to say to anybody.
Yeah. Okay, so Desi would have been muttering to himself, "Oh, must be a Leonin Appreciation Day." Or something like that. Such weird customs in this world.
They'd been Leonins, I would have been like, "Yo,
yeah,
is your dad trying to get you, Desi?"
Did you smell anything weird?
Aside from me, no.
Good point. That's a good point.
Good. That was good. Yeah. But, I mean, that's basically all he would mutter, because I don't think he would have figured out from that oh no, something actually happened with that acorn. You know, he has no
right. I'm getting it now.
He's just muttering about like why people wear lion emblems. Oh, it must be the custom of this world too. You know, I must ask Proserpia later about this custom, because I don't know why every face I saw was happy.
Speaking of which, Proserpia, you can pop out at any time to greet your friends.
Woohoo! Okay. So I wasn't on deck with you?
She got let out of the.
You were more likely either downstairs or on the bridge, chatting with the rest of the crew.
Okay, so do I hear you guys, or would I have to come up?
I would say the first one you could hear is Karg kind of tonk, like the way he stomps.
Okay.
Yeah, but while Desi has like a little bit of a labored step.
Okay,
if
so
you were on the bridge, you would have seen him. If you were in the lab, you would have heard them.
I would have been in the lab. No, I would have been on the bridge. Yeah. Okay, if I heard you guys, then if I bolt out, who am I gonna full body tackle first?
It would be Karg.
Okay. But this is gonna be the loving full body tackle. Like, oh my god, you guys are here!
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You
lit! I want to see if he falls. I want to. What do I have to roll?
Strength check, Proserpia.
Would her next reaction be, "Oh my god, you're covered in shit"?
Yeah. Okay. So can you beat a 12? Please beat a 12 so he falls over.
This is just a strength roll?
Yeah. Strength, just to see if your tackle actually tackles him.
Oh no!
It's more of a plop.
Do I fall on my butt, or do I latch on?
Your choice.
I latch on, and the moment my face approaches, I guess at this point, Kark's like, "Tummy," like, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm so happy to. Why are you covered in crap?
Blood.
And blood. And what? Is that a tentacle sticking to your arm?
Yes.
Materials? basically Karg would bring down his forearm and be like, materials, and just kind of shrug. Like,
And I would pluck it off and run back to the lab.
Yeah, exactly.
Biological warfare.
Arden is
Right.
just, while this is going on, Arden's just like, get them inside, please. I need to finish talking with Stelmane and Mahadi.
I guess I would let out a squeak and be like, crap! Okay, back to the lab. Come on, guys.
And any of you who wish to try and stay as he's having this discussion may try to. But you will get the stare from Arden like, don't test me on this.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, Gnar sees the gauntlet and just like, yep, I've had enough for a few days.
Okay, Arden, I'm gonna DM you this.
Mm-hmm.
Just sighs and she's like, I need a bath.
Yeah.
You're in luck.
Gnar just looks. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Arden.
Arden's like, you're in luck. I think deck 2 has a new bath.
Hold on. There you go. That's my private
I thought
message.
you were gonna say it's still flooded.
Yep. They would be at this point.
Yeah, those three. No, those three. Yeah. Those three can hear.
The whispers of, put it back, you idiot.
Uh-oh.
Those three. Yeah, those three.
Oh, no.
I would say that at this point you would have had them be there to try and detect any deception.
Yep.
Oh, if Hackett's there, would that help?
If Hecate wants to stay up top, sure.
Sure, I'm used to rubbing elbows with fancy people. I am a fancy person.
She is also not... Alright, so I'm going to make this little bit note to Hecate. The other person is Duke Billing Stelmane.
Okay.
One of the four.
Ah, okay.
This person has not been seen out of her house for months. Maybe even years.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But she is standing there regal, and she is giving, like, Arden a stare down, like, can we get on with this? Sort of deal.
Okay. It's a really bad one. Is there no offering to be of assistance in any way?
If she wants to stay and listen, she can.
Okay, I'll stay and listen.
And, after everyone goes in, Arden's looking between Stelmane and sees Hecate, and he's just like, over there, KWC. You obviously will walk over to them while he conducts his business. Now, as I was saying, I don't see how this is any of my business. Stelmane's, she's stoic. She's looking at him, and she's like, well, for one, you did help me, so that's going to be working in your favor, and you will have a friend in Baldur's Gate. Yes, because I really want to have someone in my pocket in Baldur's Gate. But that still doesn't answer the question of why I have to deal with this issue. Because of your unique situation, Mr. What is your last name anyway? It's not important. You can just call me the captain of the Legacy. Very well, Mr. Legacy.
That's Legacy
because of your unique situation, this ship, or your unique situation, and the information I've gathered since being possessed, you gotta love those two-way doorways. I feel that this may have an interest to your kind. That being, she leans over and whispers inside of his ear, Planeswalkers. And he's like, it's just, fine. If this is something to do with the Planeswalker, I'll deal with it. but I'm not owing anyone any favors. Specifically, this man. He just raised his hand. I get what I want out of the deal regardless. And you get a friend. And you get another friend if you ever happen to be down in the Nine Hells. Get off my ship.
Mackerel leans over to Tronk and says, What's a pancake walker?
And he just tells Marty get off his ship, and Marty, he's like, very well, pleasure doing business with you. And he walks off, and Stallman's like, anything you wish from us? I'm sure somebody will ask you a favor at some point out of my crew. For now, just get off. Last thing I want is to be dealing with the politics of Baldur's Gate. And the fact that this request you're sending me on is already, me and my crew on, mind you, is already diverting attention from me trying to figure out if this thing can even do what it needs to do. So, if you please, escort yourself off my ship too. And she leaves.
Arden's good. Arden, what's a pancake walker?
We'll discuss it later, Mackerel. Get inside. Somebody swab the deck. Somebody... Oh, Lord, if they tracked mud.
It's not mud.
Mud!
But I can press to digitate it away.
It's a lot of things that we shall not describe.
Trunk, message MC Chief. They've got cleaning duty.
He squints his eyes, and all you hear is Mackerel and Hagner go, damn it!
You cut off there.
Wait, I cut off?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, because I leaned off away from the... He goes, basically you hear, all you see is Trunk squint his eyes a little bit as he's focusing, and all you hear is Hagnar and Mackerel go, damn it! Then it gets a little quiet for a little bit, and then you hear Stompy go, Stompy, no clean poop! Deck!
Oh, no. Arden walks in, and whoever isn't going down to immediately shower just sees him walk in and just take off the gauntlet and flop in what is now presumably is a captain's chair.
It is very much a captain's chair.
Which isn't in the place where the pilot's chair used to be, which is now up front, and there are 3. And he's just like, I hate dealing with Roxasha. So I was like, well, the sooner we can get off this world, the less we have to deal with any of them. There's a planeswalker involved. No.
Pancake walker.
Planeswalker, Mackerel. Planes. Nothing to do with pancakes. Even though, if you really want to think about it that way, the lesser planes are sort of pancaked. Yeah. I don't need to think. I need to have ale. Sam, have you managed to procure what I asked? And anyone who sees the little death kiss just zips right past you and up the thing with a bottle in his tentacles. It's like, here you go. Or it's like,
oh lordy.
Okay. Desi just sheepishly kind of just walks over to Arden and asking him, did he throw a party for Leonin, or do you know this custom about people wearing robes and stitched lion faces onto a robe?
oh, that's new. It just gluck. I don't know. Maybe we made an impression on the locals.
Would I have any clue?
You do not. That, considering the last time you were on here, Leona never existed.
Okay. I can't help that.
And that's still a thing I need to figure out. Why the Leonin are here? Of all places. Like someone's deliberately trying to make my head hurt.
Not to mention, Gnar says we still have the annoying person that we freed before going into the sewers at a certain party.
Oh yeah, Fluoro.
Yep, there's still Fluoro.
Well, heck, could really not have known anything?
Do you mean...
Yeah, no, you thought she meant Proserpia. We're talking about Hecate.
Oh, Hecate.
Yeah.
Considering she was on the plane as it was being terraformed. Have her roll a knowledge religion.
Okay. This is just rolling religion then?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna... Okay, here we go.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Oh, it's really a 20 because we're all around each other, so it's a 20.
Present DM.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Order of the Golden Lion?
The Golden Lion. Do you want me to make up the names of these cults?
They're not a cult. They're a religious order that deals with healing. And apparently Leonin are very good at that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Gnar just nervously laughs like, "Oh God, this is not what Desi wants."
You know, I need.
They specifically follow Ilona.
Wait, huh? You know, I'm going to take a much-needed cleanup. I will be back, and both him and Karg and Kulgan go to clean up and just wash up basically and get cleaned because they're done. They're absolutely just exhausted. That any more information like this would have been overload.
Gnar just watches as already, since Naia is already cleaning up, and now Desi and Karg are going, and he's just standing there like, okay, how big is this cleaning place? I don't want to be surrounded by people right now. It's like, I'll just wait.
I would suggest taking a tour of the ship, but do yourself a favor, do not touch the big thing down the stairs as you're walking past it down the stairs.
Oh wait, we're walking. We are walking through the ship to try and find our place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, what do I have to roll to avoid the thing?
Oh, here's the fun bit. Anyone who's walking down in the lower decks that have not spent the entire past 3 or 4 days learning the ins and outs of it, give me a survival check.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh so God.
First card.
Have you made deck 2 or?
Is that
images.
Is that including me?
That is including you, yes.
Okay, I will.
Oh,
Yeah,
and heck it.
I'll have to do the survival too because why not?
Card.
Because I don't know my way around.
Oh, apparently you do.
Yay!
Oh, I'm like the world's worst ranger.
Okay, that was with Hecate's roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hecate, never being on the ship before, wouldn't know what to look for in the first place.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who...
Oh, wow! We can't roll for shit.
The only one that would know, that would kind of figure it out is Gnar.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, no.
Okay. On a roll of 71 for Karg. He knows where he's going, kinda. he picks a door, and opens it up and goes, I think I found it.
Okay.
Desi at the same time decided to open a door and found a lovely little bar.
Oh
no!
Is it the little?
And it's made of wood. And well, kind of wood and stone hybrid. and the stone is bright red.
Is this the one that we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so what he's describing is a miniature version of the Drunk Dragon Inn.
Aww.
We have a miniature version of a Drunk Dragon Inn inside the
Yeah.
ship.
The KWC have lovingly called it the Mini Dragon Tavern.
Yeah, the Mini Dragon Tavern, yeah.
In QS1.
You know what? We'll let that go. Who's next? Hecate.
I know, I'm scared.
Hecate's just like, maybe this door? Oh, opens the door and, give me a
Mimic!
no, have her give me a wisdom save.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, God!
No.
She has opened the door to what looks like a tesseract room.
No, Jesus. Like-
There are... it's more lovingly referred to as an MC Escher nightmare.
Uh-oh. Okay.
We're gonna close that door.
So with that wisdom save, it's the... okay, faint. Naia. 23. You find...
She was told where to go for a bath.
Yes, down on the second deck. He wasn't specific.
Okay, that's fair.
You open the door and you find yourself in a very odd-looking training room. It's clearly bigger than the square area that it was designed for. But there's a rack of wooden weapons on the walls, and it seems to be a training dummy there as well. Plus an entire floor that has been cut off with a rope, signifying a fighting ring of sorts.
Good to know we got one of those.
So, am I under the impression that
And you feel
Gnar,
twice as heavy.
Gnar is the only one who actually, in some miraculous way, found the bath area first?
You get it all to yourself.
Between Gnar and Karg. Or more specifically, I think I found it, goes in. Everybody goes in their thing. Gnar's like, maybe the one that actually has bathroom
Yeah.
written on it. Opens the door, walks in.
Then all of a sudden, everyone else, after a couple minutes finds it, and Gnar's just like, excuse me, privacy?
Pretty much, it's a wash-up room. There's no wibbles with it yet. Our Arden does tell y'all, it's like, oh, we got a bigger one in the third deck.
Third deck.
Mm-hmm.
The ship is bigger now, so there's another deck.
Naia, this time she's going to ask for very specific instructions on how to get there.
Oh, come on. Let's have fun and try to open up doors again.
You ask for specific instructions. Arden's just like, Tana, show her the spa.
Gnar's ears perk up. Spa?
It's like, gladly! And then takes Naia by the hand and just takes her down to the third deck where one of the rooms actually has a Roman-style bathhouse design.
Nice.
Stompy comes up to Arden. Basically, he just looks at him and he goes, and then just stomps away.
Grab. Repeat. I can't translate. Angie. Use words.
He's literally just internally screaming and just trying to keep his internal scream inside, but he's just making the noise. Like the is grumbling so loud.
What? It's not our fault that we're all covered in whatever it is we're covered in that we don't want to.
It's Stompy, the one that's doing all the cleaning.
Yeah, Stompy has been relegated to the cleaning. That's why he yelled out that he no clean. Stompy no clean poop deck.
Arden replies, "You will clean for having used the sword more than once without my permission."
This has been his punishment for a while.
As she gets there, Naia just strips out of her armor and just slides into the bush like, ah.
Also, you hear Stompy go, "Magriel, stop being nag!" And literally, but none of the other KWC are in sight.
It's just you also happen to notice Sears in that same bathhouse now. You go in, you do your sigh, and next thing you know, you just see skull, tiny little pankles.
Oh, she just shrugs and she's like, and she just tucks her head under the water and starts like washing her hair.
Is Desi able to take a bath now, or is he just stuck in the bar?
Oh, he can. If he steps out the bar and goes through it. I was just having fun with y'all.
No, I know. I just want to make sure. Okay. So Desi makes it to the bath, and he just closes his eyes and just starts thought messaging. You can call it a prayer, but it was more like trying to have conversation with her. As he's like meditating on trying to reach her to find out if it's a loan in custom, like regarding the. So I guess you can call it, divine intervention or something like that. Maybe I don't know what you would want to call that. But
so you're reaching out to Alona,
like trying to link with her to find out what this custom is, because there's nothing written about it anywhere.
Give me knowledge religion, or give me a religion roll.
Religion roll. That would be a 17.
Now I need to make a roll to see if she bothers to respond. She does not.
You
get the equivalent of, "Please leave your message. We will get back to you shortly." Beep.
And
Beep.
he will try again until he's like literally like, this is like urgent.
This is more along the lines of she's probably not wanting to answer.
Yeah, exactly. I would say because he knows Undercommon, he's gonna try and contact Illustrae.
Uh-oh. Roll that religion.
14.
Oh, whoa. Not trip over cords.
You get a very confusing, like, sensation. Like even though you've tried to contact, this is the first time you've trying to contact her, something is answering back and going, "The fuck?"
He basically proceeds to ask in Undercommon to this feeling of Illustrae, basically, if he can, that it is urgent that he speak to Alona, but he didn't know any other gods that he could reach, and it's an emergency.
Yep.
Your head is submerged underwater at this point in time as he's doing this, and you just hear from underwater, your chosen mate has decided to try and contact me."
And then she kind of like, and kind of like shakes her hair, and like she tries to concentrate, and I say,
"The what?"
She tries to concentrate, like sort of backing up and say, "What does he want?"
I don't know. I can't hear his words.
Let me go and find him.
So he keeps. So you hear Desi in Undercommon basically saying, "I just hydrated. Thank you, Blizz, and thank you, Snow Pierce, thank you so much. So basically, you hear him just repeatedly say, thanking Alistair for just the just for the feeling or the connection, and but he repeats his question, where is Ilona? I can't reach Ilona. Please help find Ilona. It's urgent.
See?
Yeah.
Like Nai's looking a little bit apprehensive, because like we discussed about like when they were leaving the sewers, kind of like the scene that we discussed, Desi.
Yeah.
She's like looking a little bit apprehensive, and bear in mind that she's like just got like she's just wearing a towel around her neck.
Wait, hold on. We have to talk that out because we did that in DM. That what we imagined of what happened.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was that down in the sewer when we were starting to leave, Karg was helping Desi kind of out with Kulgan, and Naia tried to speak to Desi. Desi didn't say a word. Karg interrupted her and said that words. This is not the time for words, Naia. And then Kulgan is just patting Desi on the head, trying to console him, because Naia once again almost died.
Womp.
Yeah. So now fast forward.
Drama.
There is tension between Desi and her.
So yeah, she's kind of just standing there. She's at the moment like she's just wearing like a towel wrapped around her, and her hair's all mussed up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, Desi?
And he's too. I'm gonna roll perception to see if I hear you because I'm trying to focus. I'm like super hyper focused on this, on trying to reach one god through another.
While on the legacy.
Yeah. I got a 10. I don't think so. I don't think I heard you.
Nope.
Can I kind of sit down opposite him, just like kind of take his hands and like combine our efforts?
All right. Signal strength becomes less. It's like I still can't hear him. Is he is he mumbling?
I just kind of sighs, and she kind of like in her mind, she says, I'm not sure.
Just feel like a warm touch, but kiss him.
Okay. She does.
Desi, you finally hear inside your head. Okay, so now what was it you were asking? Both of you hear this.
He goes, oh, her voice, fantastic. And then he just repeats himself, saying that thank you, Alistair, for watching over us. Also, I'm trying to reach Ilona, but I can't do it alone. I need your help. It's important.
Yeah, the reason she's not answering is because she's trying to fix an oops.
What oops is she fixing?
You may want to go to the deck of your ship. You'll see.
Are you
You just
deck of ship?
And you just hear from up above, Desi?
What?
I think you might want to come up here. And after a couple seconds, you hear inside your brain, Hagnar, Arden says you should come up to the deck.
Yeah, but are you hiding in this room?
No, I'm on the deck.
Since when do you have a telepathy?
We'll explain later.
We have to get ready. So Desi would basically finish washing up and dry himself a little bit and shake his fur out and whatnot, and then just the only clothes he has that's clean is his noble garb. So puts on his crown and everything and just walks out sheepishly, like very lazily in his eyes. It's like, what is so important? You need me out. You bring me out.
You take a step outside. You see Arden is standing there with his arms crossed, looking at you. Well, first off, you're going to tell me why we've got a bunch of fanatics on my ship, and you see them. They're there. They've gasped and bowed as you stepped out. And Arden says, asking for your healing.
Wait, why?
Oh, please, great lion of the golden fleece, alone is chosen. We have traveled far and wide for your touch. Arden, see what happens when you mess with gods?
I wasn't messing with God. I just made a holy hand grenade.
Pardon me, I'm gonna take your Messiah into the back room for a second. Walks over, grabs my ear, pulls.
Ah!
Pull.
Ow, what?
We are going to have a discussion about what it means to pray to a god when you are not from a plane when you're from a plane that has gods that can answer.
I mean, I did that because I figured she'd help. No problem.
Oh, he takes you into the lab for lecture.
Yeah, no, Desi basically be like, oh, this must be what she was. Oops. And I think I know the answer to, and just points to everything at this.
No shit.
So you see, I was bored and I figured why not try try this artificing thing, and actually maybe put holy magic into object and make it do the things.
Please remember where you're from.
Yeah, that's why I figured it would be fun.
And please remember where you're from. That normally doesn't work.
I know. I've discovered that in this world it does, and it's fantastic. Well, except for this, but
the moment you say fantastic, just eyes. Desi, you just close his door.
Oh, by the way, I know. I think I learned this thing called catapult.
We will get to that in a moment.
Trying to change the subject.
No, for the next about 3 hours of time, the Kobold Wrecking Crew looked visibly disturbed as they tried to avoid reading minds in that room.
Yeah.
None of y'all will be able to hear what's going on in there, but you know that after a couple of explanations from the Kobold Wrecking Crew, you've learned of their telepathy and how they've been using it to at least keep track of Arden's mindset. And they're visibly afraid.
Yeah.
Desi will be leaving that room.
Yeah.
And going back upstairs to apologize to his new congregation.
Yeah. So one of those holy hand grenades, the one that went into the wyvern that we thought did nothing. Well, it did something, not to the wyvern, but to the world. So there is now an effect that no matter where Desi goes, there will always be pilgrims making their way
to ask for his healing.
To ask for his healing.
I took you away from things to make you get away from the gods, and you go and become a gosh darn messiah.
Look, I didn't mean to be. Oh shit! Am I going to be Nyx?
I don't know yet. This is all new territory.
So Hello? Me? Remember? We learned that clapping ass cheeks is what makes magic and not gods?
And yet you still pray to one?
I figured infusing, holy magic, innate object, maybe go kaboom.
Look, I understand Naia. Naia, of all of us, the living, walking, explosive device. Being kept in check by her god. You have no such restrictions.
I thought it would be fun. I thought you'd be proud that I did my first artifice, holy hand grenade.
The ship is not to be a ship of pilgrimage, Desi. It's not a holy artifact. It is not your home, and all of these people need to go.
Look, I didn't ask for all of this.
You clearly did. Now fix it.
No, well, Ilona's actually working on fixing it. But I will make
He
sure they
walks
leave.
away in a huff, and he's like, "It's a goddamn sword all over again." Now I'm just gonna have to find a way to seal the gosh darn deity. If that's gonna help, Stumpy's just gonna find it anyway.
Okay, so Desi having, I think he still has 20 lay on hands. Yeah, 20. His 20 lay on hands. He goes, look, if I heal 20 of you, will you go away off the ship?
You will spread the word of your compassion, O Lord.
Oh no! Sure, go spread love and peace and brotherhood and family and togetherness, and don't kill each other, you stupid assholes.
Naia, wait, do we still have Naia here?
Yeah, Naia's here. Oh,
Naia,
but
can you hear?
Naia's muted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, so presumably after about the 3-hour lecture, you hear this yelling contest. Arden's dragging him back out to deal with his cult. You're probably standing there. Arden's looking side at you, and I thought I had to deal with one cultist.
It's like, look, he did not mean to start a movement. He did not. He was in the sewers.
Yes.
So, Naia,
Yes.
wait, Naia, any reaction to that?
Yeah, Naia smiles just like sort of very, very faintly. She's dressed in her dress, in just like her plain dress now. And she just, I mean, she just smiles and says, I mean, I get why they worship him. And then just takes like a small bite of like a biscuit or something.
Dolph's like, well, if you think about it in a very interesting way, we may end up being able to use this to our advantage. Not now, doll.
It's like, wait,
in the
wait,
back.
hold on. Yeah, no, I love that. Wait, no. Roku
Oh,
wrote,
you cut out.
he didn't choose the Messiah life. The Messiah life chose him.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked by Brumas.
Yeah. Not only did he cut the umbilical cord with one god, he's turning his son into a champion which has the possibility of becoming one.
What?
Yeah. On Theros.
Theros has very weird rules when it comes to deific beings.
Yeah.
Gnar doesn't hear any of this, but still, it's like
he definitely heard the yelling.
Oh no, the yelling, the whole thing about the conversation. So basically, Desi will they got the agreement that they will leave. They will leave the legacy, and but they somehow thought that was a call to a call of a call to action for them to spread the word of his 20 healings, of his 20 miraculous healings.
As you leave the cult, Arden's like, Tana, we're gonna figure out the ship flies.
But how does this affect Gnar?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did the 4 mimic hearts do anything to Gnar?
Aside from the one side effect when I ate the 5th one, I don't think so.
The 5, right? You had 5.
Yeah, the 5th one did a shenanigan, but it never really came up.
Ah, okay.
And it really only lasted for 24 hours anyway.
Yeah.
So,
During the 3 hours, I'm sure Gnar has finished cleaning up and relaxed a little bit. And
That is a good question. As for everyone else, what was your... While Arden was giving him the gosh darn lecture of his life, what was everybody else doing?
Gnar got cleaned up and decided also to wash his rest of his clothing, his pants or whatever that's made out of, just so that it's somewhat decent again. Because he don't got no other clothes.
No, he don't.
uh,
Kind of left the plane in a hurry. Left Heroes in a hurry and forgot to pack.
yeah. So, I don't know what I'd have to roll in order to, even do that. It'd be kind of funny to see, though.
What, clean the clothes?
Yeah, cleaning the clothes and, how dry they are.
Mundane tasks don't need rolling.
Okay. So,
However,
yeah.
searching for new clothes.
Well...
It all depends on who you ask.
Well, yeah, because that would actually be nice to have a few new clothes, but Nara also looks around and like, okay, so where can I get my beautiful robe that's now in shreds repaired?
You shredded the one that you got for the party?
Yeah.
Oh, right, you do still have the noble clothes from the party.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
Oh. I thought that was a one-time thing.
You got the jacket. You got the jacket from the
yeah, we all have
hair flowing in the wind.
Well, no.
Telenovela.
Yeah, that was his old monk clothes that got turned into that. But his party clothes is still on the ship.
Yeah. So you technically have 2 sets of clothes, one of which has been torn and tattered.
So you can put on your fancy clothes.
No, looking like a gentleman. Magic top hat and monocle.
Yeah. Yeah, the monocle, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mother Naia would be proud.
Well, if you think about it carefully, you have 3 proper artificers on ship who could possibly perform a mending spell, and you have a merchant on the ship who has already touted his wares.
Who does the mending spells?
You can have either Arden, Proserpia, or Gnar. All 3 are proficient with mending.
Got mending too.
Ganesh too.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, it is going to be 8:30. Let's go ahead and take a break right now.
Yeah.
And we will be back in 20 minutes.
Yuki.
All right.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so
And I keep hitting that wrong button there. And we're back. I don't know if Naia's back yet, but we're just gonna continue on. So we did some character leveling on the break.
Yeah, I'm here.
So we did some character leveling up in the break. Let's see here.
Oop, I could disappear for 1 second. I'll be right back.
No problem. We'll just keep talking here.
Yep.
And let's see here.
So yeah, I apparently have a 20 in wisdom now.
Nice.
Psychotic.
It is psychotic.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I had to planeswalk away for a second.
You had to yeet yourself away.
Look, I've got to get this Revenant King coffee from somewhere. Oh boy.
Right.
So, yeah. Gnar is going to Proserpia for the mending of his cloak that has been acidified.
Mhm.
Thus, Proserpia, I want you for homework to figure out alternate materials you want to try and use to mend this cloak with, because you clearly don't have the same silks and
Right.
stuff on hand.
Okay.
And then we get to do shenanigans with that.
Do I have access to bamboo?
You can ask Arden.
Okay.
He'll planeswalk to Kamigawa and see if he can manage to get some non-living bamboo.
Okay. Make rayon. Make it all silky.
Oh, Arden, this ties in Thursday.
Eh.
He plays
What?
Kanagawa. So Thursday is Arden and I play Monster Hunter World and Rise.
Mhm.
And so he keeps calling Kamura Kanagawa. And
No. Well, Kamura would be equivalent to Kamigawa, yeah.
Yeah, but you kept mentioning a couple times that we've got to be in Kamagura. I don't know where else.
I mean, it could be Kamigawa, but the monsters are too
Kamigawa.
big. Ikoria? Maybe one of the other continents?
No, but when we're in Monster Hunter Rise, you keep referring to like a Kanagawa or whatever like that. And then
Usually when
joke.
people are talking and I can't
Yeah.
understand them, like, I don't speak Kamigawan.
Yeah. So that was the whole joke that I love the tie-in. But go back to the.
Yeah. So I skip up to Kamigawa. There's another Chinese-based plane. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. That's where Yangu and Mowu are from.
Got bamboo where I'm from.
This is true. Tainenbu would also have bamboo.
But non-living.
Yeah, normal.
Specifically
bamboo.
non-living, because the Eternities would screw it up unless he puts it into some sort of box to keep it from being destroyed. And of course, they don't mention it on the normal site.
Well, I mean, cotton can go through. I mean, cotton can be planeswalked.
Clothes, usually when they're considered the extension of the planeswalk with them, yes. But if it were if a cotton fresh off the plant, not synthesized, it would get destroyed.
Because it's
biological,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, because I was thinking when you do make rayon out of bamboo, basically strip off, everything but the fiber.
Yeah. So that's the plan. Just be like, I just need the fibers. Okay.
Cool.
And it proceeds to poof away. It's before he tells you what's going to happen, but then again, we'll lead into that next time.
Okay.
All right. I think since everyone's already leveled up, we should go back to Bois. And now we get to have a nice little tour. Give me 1 moment to reveal.
I'm sorry, I had to get away from that
everything.
zombie
Beholder.
Beholder, yeah. Ugh, no.
Yeah. Oh, it's all black now.
That's the opposite of what we're trying to achieve.
Exactly. Yeah. I said yeah. Why would you not yeah?
Okay, I think everybody needs to nya together. Everyone. 2,
3,
3.
2, yeah.
Nya!
Yeah. Yeah.
There we
Wow.
go. It was the power of a group nya that needed to go in there. Never nya
Alright.
alone.
So as y'all can see, it's a complicated ass maze. For the most part, I wanted to start off easy, like let's take this circle and go. So a lot of this, oh, it's not really thick. Oh, so early on, bottom left, pretty much most of the bottom area was given like traps that wouldn't immediately kill the party. At least not.
Hold on, let me zoom in. Oh, sorry.
I just had a big deal trying to figure out, okay, the party is a rough level 7 each, so that gives the party's main level 7. Add in a couple of NPCs to boost the CR rating to about 8. And then I had to figure out, okay, let's give them the easy stuff to start off with. Maybe a gelatinous cube here and there, a nest of rats, so some carrion crawlers because they're low CR. Yeah, that worked out great. And of course, because now I split the party early on, I had to be like, okay, I need the party to stay together, or else everything's gonna fall apart and one of them's gonna die. But she also split the party. And this little trap was born. And the moment I put it in and forced Naia into it, and she got teleported, and she got ported, I had to keep that trap there and keep it constant. So a lot of the time when I'm DMing early on and these things, there's no set plan. There never is. Every DM will tell you there's no set plan. We build with an idea of where the player should go, and then freeform it from there. Now, if you watch the previous episodes, you'll understand what the party hit, because you'll see all of the stuff, like all the traps, like, for instance, like the electric floor traps that were here, the door traps, more electric trap there. But when we go to the part that they didn't see, and there's a token down in this corner.
Oh, you're going north, or are you going to the? Are we going
bottom right?
Bottom right. Bottom right.
Yeah. You may want to stay zoomed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Desi,
no, I see the spiders. I see the spiders.
Since there are spiders there, yes. Yeah. So, the 3 doors that you initially missed, this one would have led to a room where you all could have taken a long rest. It had beds and everything. It was supposed to be the guard.
Where was it?
Bottom right, if you scroll down just a little bit.
This one?
I'm pinging it right now.
Bottom right.
Yeah.
Where was it? No.
How are you not seeing it?
No, I'm on the left. Are you on the correct layer?
I was not on the correct layer. This one.
Yeah, okay.
To the right, to the right.
Yep, I see.
Yeah. So that room was going to give you all a long rest capability. And then this room was going to have a few small traps in the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
But also... Actually, what was this? Oh! A barrel full of poisonous snakes.
Of course.
Which, if you passed it, would have given you yet another healing potion of sorts. And then following this hallway, the description was going to get more and more, leading to the spideriness.
Yeah.
Full of webs. It was going to get darker and more like wet. And if you pass this door, there was going to be a small spike trap here, followed by these 2 spiders shooting webs at you, trying to keep you in place. Then we go up, and another surprise rats
My friend.
barrel. A surprise rats closet. And then you would have gotten to the 4-door crossroad, which it was really pick a door, any door. Let's see where this goes. Which led to, what were these ones? Wolf spider nest, and a sentient giant constrictor, which led into a room full of rust monsters and oozes to really just play havoc with your equipment. At least that was the plan. If you went left from the crossroads. If you went right, you would have come into a room with inert armor around it, and another armor standing over on one side. And if you interacted with this, there was also going to be a chest to the bottom and the right. If you interacted with either of the chests, the armors would have come to life to attack you, and this one would have grabbed whoever was trying to interact the chests, and surprise, surprise, armor mimic. And because, hold up, yeah, I'm a bit of a jerk. There's going to be another chest up top, which would have been another lead to, like, oh look, another nice treasure chest. Yeah, another mimic. This was a lot of this map was my poking fun at DMs who use mimics a lot as well.
This was mimic trope.
The mimic trope of, oh, is it a chest or is it a mimic? I don't expect to use mimics against you
Don't
after
be
this
a mimic, don't
for a
be
while.
Don't be a mimic, don't be a mimic.
The room to the north would have had the label incinerator on it, where you would have run into these wonderful, wonderful fire snakes. Yep, that's what they are. That's what they do. They're fire, they're snakes, and they burn things. And then, of course, left, if you followed the rest of the bit, you would run into your first instance of, like, dual monster idea, where it was a Minotaur skeleton that was that had rats just within its body. And that both the Minotaur skeletons had that effect on them. Where if you hit them, you would suddenly get covered by a swarm of rats.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
So that's what you missed.
Yay.
Fuck that side.
Yeah, and then y'all decided to reconvene and get back together. You missed all 3 of those doors, so I was just like, okay, cool. They're not going to go that way around. Great. It was until the end of the dungeon when I realized this way around never had an entrance to the rest of the bit. I thought the incinerator actually, like, between the incinerator and the room that was the looted bit, I thought that would have gone through. And by that point, I would have been like, okay, lower the trappage a little bit, let them get to the main boss sort of deal.
Yeah.
If you went that way. Also put a hint towards the Koatoan section from there. But you went the other way, which was the way of the Annis Hag. Where specifically a lot more mimics were placed, because Annis Hag, they are weird. And, like, everything was supposed to get weirder and weirder and weirder the closer you got to her lair. Like, more grotesque, more weird, just out there. Because hags are fun like that. They never have anything, like, not interesting in some weird and grotesque way. But the high grungs were always going to be high. The Awakened Tree, if you didn't take care of the Annis Hag first, was gonna end up being a combat scenario, a la Whomping Willow. And it's an Awakened Tree, Naia. It's not a Trent. If I put a Trent in there, well, we'd have a completely different fight on our hands. Oh.
Just muted.
Oh, yeah. She's still muted. The flumps is always going to be a thing,
Yeah,
but
no, I'm here. Sorry.
the flumps are always going to be a thing. But I just threw them in as one of those encounters of I need to fill an encounter in this space. What am I going to do with this space? Oh, I know. Let's put a nice little quandary on weird creatures being eaten by other weird creatures and see how the players react. And those weird creatures happen to be lawful good. And very, very useless, normally.
So cool.
Desi, you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Proserpia, you still there?
Yes.
Cotone Cult was going to be a thing. I didn't actually think of adding in Sam right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of it having being a full-blown beholder at first. That was just using the cult as its.
I'm just gonna say
That
this was
would
a lot
have
more
killed us.
harmful.
That would have killed us.
I was gonna have the beholder at first and have the cult be sort of like its version of protection, like yes, they won't murder me. They're my minions because they revere me as a god. And then I was like, Cotones, revering things as gods is a bad idea. Okay, Sam, you're in. What? Why?
Yeah.
Because I need something to turn into a god. What? And so I slapped him in there and had him grow more heads and more eyes.
Yeah.
So that's the tour. You met the water elementals. On the way out, they disappeared, by the way, because they were actually under the Rakshas's thrall. Hence the one butler one that was very polite.
Fair enough.
The pixie, nobody knows where he went. He's probably turned into a black ooze, back into a black ooze by now.
Mm-hmm.
A very confusing time to be an ooze / pixie hybrid. Most of the mimics that you ran into were actually trash cans, in a sense. Though at least the ones that couldn't move, they were being used. The one specifically right up here, that was the mimic in the floor, was literally just a trash can for the Cotones when they didn't need to eat food. So it was very content being where it was. Just like, daily nutrition. And of course, if one of the Cotones got sloppy and tried to feed it without like just tossing it in and instead like walking up to it, nom nom nom, fish. I get fish today. Nom 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 nom. So additions to this craziness that was given by a fellow DM, Deanna's Hag.
Okay.
That was given to us by Blue. And I was like, I'm trying to think of a good thing. She's like, a hag would do. Specifically.
Yeah.
So, and I was asking, so what would we name her? And she's like, well, it has to be grotesque, something with clots. And I'm like, Mother Clot? And she's like, yeah, that works. And I believe I put in the Mind Flayer, but she was like, that person's gonna run away. I'm like, not if they're under some sort of geas or a bet. So that happened. I was always intending to have the Mind Flayer who was part of the Baldur's Gate storyline. Essentially the one that caused the noble lady to have a seizure and be pretty much unavailable for a lot of the Council of 4 meetings. She's back. She's ready to reform.
Okay.
She's now ready to reform the city.
Nice.
And a lot of my sheets are...
Also, I really need to pop the loot. I'll be right back.
No problem. I honestly don't know what else to say about this place, really. It's...
Why'd you pick a dungeon so big?
Honestly, I just put in the space requirements in Donjon and was like, okay, I just need a randomized map. Random map. Great. Let me throw things in it and make it work.
No. Why was it so big though?
It's an entire sewer network under a city.
That's true.
So my brain was like, I was thinking New York sewers essentially.
Right.
Those sewers go throughout like an entire island. So I was like, okay, let me just make one that's big and can fit under the city.
That's true.
So
I really.
So I put in a requirement of 50 by 50 plot, and then randomized it, and was like, okay, I'll make this work. Proserpia, you were gonna ask a question?
Oh no, I just really didn't appreciate the scale of it until you described it now and had revealed the entire map. It's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. A lot of the time I was just like, okay, what can I throw in here to make it feel like a challenge? This thing. Particularly close to the end there, where it was like, oh yeah, we now have how many different things that Ganesh summoned, and I was just like, by Ganesh alone, I had to increase that combat.
Yeah. Oh, I understand.
I actually doubled up on the monsters.
Yeah, that
You
last.
had to though. You kind of had.
Oh
to.
yeah, totally. The last room, I was getting nervous. Like, okay, this is what scaled combat is supposed to be.
Yeah. I mean, I started getting nervous when your summons started poofing.
Yeah. Well, they were so fucking useless.
They were. Had they been able to poison, it would have been fantastic.
You decided to bring poison to a thing that has a lot of undead, even though before that there was no indication of any undead except for maybe one.
The hag.
Yeah, the hag. Hag brought in undead.
Yeah.
Gibbering Mouthers were weird. The Bone Knight and the Bone Naga were in control of the consortium, but you could have easily written that as under the hag's control.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Which they weren't. I was so happy nobody bothered to check the walls in that room.
We did.
You didn't, because otherwise you would have found the illusion and been like, oh, and then I would have had to force you to go straight to the final boss rather than traipse around everywhere else.
No, the thing is, we
did.
Right. We did. No. We did, and we kept hearing like the thing that kept pointing towards tentacle. Walmart tentacle face. The dollar store at Cthulhu.
It was still too funny though. But you didn't check that wall.
We did.
If you did, you would have. No. We can go back to that episode. Y'all passed right by to the door and was like, okay, now we're going to check this hallway.
Wait, hold on. Which door was it?
Scroll up.
I am.
Just a tiny bit. The one that I've boxed in with 2 greens.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah. We did check that room, but we never got to see past that. We never got to see past the thing. We failed. Remember? We did check it, but we failed. So it looked like just like another wall.
This is also true. That could have been a thing. I'll have to look back on that episode. Because from my memory, y'all didn't even check that room. You killed the things. You were like, all right, we're moving on.
No, we checked the room.
Which was a lot of the reasons why you kept running into traps, because y'all did the whole, all right, we're moving on. Shenanigans.
Yeah, but before we started doing those shenanigans, we did check the room before we left, like, because remember, we checked the bodies and we checked the rooms to see if there was anything, and all we found was stuff on the bodies. Our perception was shit that day.
I think if I recall, you just looted the room.
Karg looted the room, but we did check the room.
No.
Well, Karg specifically looted the Bone Knight.
Need to get this armor off.
Yeah.
because it was like that before.
Yeah, and I couldn't see that there was like a door or an illusion or anything.
You wouldn't, because why would you?
No,
You're
I'm
looking
just
at an
saying-
illusion.
I'm just saying that that's what ended up being. We didn't see anything. We did look, but we didn't see anything. We were so
There's a
bad at
reason why
perception.
there's a reason why early on through the map I had to make sure certain players got removed from GM access
Yeah.
because of a room like that. And I was just like, oh, I don't want someone to have meta knowledge because they can see what everybody else can't.
Last episode we had a conversation about that. Like, remember, because I put in our Discord, I put the whole time. You know, like, yeah.
Sorry, what did I miss the whole time? What?
The
invisible door that literally went straight to the boss room.
When we had this fight, remember our perception was shit that day, so we didn't see that. We saw this door, but we didn't. This looked like a wall to us. Like the room looked fine. So Karg looted the Bone Knight that he just destroyed.
But if we'd gone that way, we wouldn't have killed everything else.
We still would have to. We still would have to, though, because we have 3 missions to complete. The Bone Hag.
Wasn't there like 2 missions in the northeast?
Yeah, we took care of the we took care of the hag. We got
Right.
So we solved the mystery of the eaten children and small people. We also solved the mystery.
Subjective. Just took care of it.
Yeah. We also did the second one, which was the investigate the
cult.
Well, we got rid of the cult.
Got rid of the cult. Stopped their god from becoming a thing.
Yeah. And
managed to keep him alive long enough to become your merchant.
Yep. Yeah. We took care of took care of their god. And then the third thing was, Walmart Cthulhu.
Walmart Cthulhu. I should say, just as an aside, there was a reason that Naia was so utterly intent on killing that thing. Is that in character, mind flayers are like the ultimate slavers, which makes them the ultimate enemy of Naia and her kind.
I get that, but also apparently Naia has a death wish. That, I mean, like, every time Naia pulls these shenanigans, I'm thinking to myself, "Girl, are you okay?
Are you trying to get your character killed off?"
Like, really? No.
Yeah.
I'm kind of. Are you really?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
I'm definitely not.
Because you're doing a really good job. You're doing a really good job at almost killing her.
What? One thing I would ask. I'm just trying to look at. See, in terms of the loot, I'm not sure that I'm the best option for either the Sentinel Shield. If I can meld the Sentinel Shield, if Arden can meld the Sentinel Shield into my current shield, then yeah.
You're
but
the one
with
that wanted it, though.
Well, I said if nobody else did.
You didn't give anybody else the opportunity to.
In that case,
you were like,
no.
You were like, well, this is, I need it because XYZ reason, and we were like, sure, go for it.
In that case, if anybody else would like it, if anybody else feels that they could utilize it better than I can,
I don't know what it does because you wanted it, so I didn't get the chance to ask.
It gives you advantage on initiative and I think it's advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. So if you want it, you can have it.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to.
That's cool.
All right, let's see here. Sentinel
No
Shield.
no use to me.
It's not gonna show up.
I know it's advantage on initiative. and I'm pretty sure it's advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
Don't I see this thing?
Yep.
I do know that the backup weapon, I was like, does anybody want it?
Well, the thing is that
We have a bunch.
it's that Hecate is the person that has the other backup weapon. So when we got it again, it was like, well, the one that really needed one doesn't need another one.
Yeah, it's like, because most of those are like useless to me.
Then of course the inordinate number of gosh darn prismatic blades that showed up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Speaking of, can I take the 3 moonstones that I've got? But yeah, if
Sailor Moon, yeah, go ahead.
Hecate, if you want the Sentinel Shield, it's yours.
Oh no, I'm okay.
Who was it that said that they wanted the Sentinel Shield?
Not I.
No, not I.
No, I just said I didn't know what it did.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I definitely didn't mean to bogart that one.
No, I'm not gonna miss having to write up an entire loot table again.
Oh, hold on.
It's right. We've got it. It's in the loot channel.
Yeah. Let me rewrite. Let me rewrite it again because you know. All right.
So the loot table, a lot of this, well, you're working on that.
Yeah.
Was really the Mind Flayer counter had its own loot table, which I've developed the chest table, the barrel and counter table, and then the weird magic item table, which is the one that dropped the inordinate number of freaking prismatic blades.
Wait, what does the Sentinel Shield do again? I need that information.
Advantage on initiative.
It's in the DMG.
And advantage on
I'll look
advantage on perception. It's advantage on initiative and advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
Okay. Sentinel Shield. There we go. Items. Okay. The shield is emblazoned with the symbol of an eye. Eye. Let's see here. Let me look at cards.
I do.
Sheet. Hold on. Yeah, he already has a shield +1, which.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that if Arden can like meld the Wyvern Bone into that Sentinel Shield, that would be good for Naia. If not, then it's dealer's choice.
Yeah. Arden's artificing services are currently on hold until he figures out how to fix up his ship.
Yeah.
Proserpia.
No. Proserpia can help fix the ship, sure. She doesn't know how the only thing she doesn't know how to make work is the planeswalking engine. And Arden says right now that's kind of cannot be used.
I was thinking more of getting help of asking Proserpia to help fix up the shield.
It's going to take a bit of rolls on Proserpia's part, but yeah.
Okay.
If you're willing.
If nobody else minds us doing it, sure. Is that okay?
It still said nobody rolled 30.
What would have been 30?
The Rock.
The character, The Rock, the evil
The Rock. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No.
Just Bacon's evil warlock Rock.
Just a sentient warlock Rock.
Oh, The Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, not The Rock, The Rock.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You know, the one that can summon
from the guild, yes, from the guild, yeah.
All right, I put the Sentinel Shield back in the group loot, so.
Yeah. So yeah, Naia's going to ask Proserpia if Proserpia,
isn't she?
I might have a couple of projects for you. Seeing as Arden's so busy.
What you got?
First of all, she would ask if Proserpia can have a go at melding the two shields together.
So, what exactly do you want to do?
Basically, she's got a shield that's made out of wyvern bone, and she's got the Sentinel Shield. And she basically wants to try and meld the two together, so basically reinforce one with cover.
The only thing I'm wondering is I'm trying to remember what
Okay.
wyvern bone does.
I believe you said it just counts as a +1, but it doesn't actually do anything special.
Yeah, it was just a +1 from my understanding. Yeah, that's Karg's shield. No, but his is from Drow Make. Yeah, no, the wyvern bone one was just a +1. That's all it did, was just give it a +1.
Yep, now I remember. Get rid of those. So, if you wish to try and do this, Proserpia, you're gonna give me a Smith Tools check.
Okay.
Hagnar's assisting.
So, Smith Tools at advantage.
Smith Tools at advantage. Okay, advantage.
Two small artificers working as one.
And which skill would that use?
It's intelligence.
It would either be intelligence or...
intelligence.
That depends on how you want to combine it, actually.
Okay.
Ideally for you, be intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah.
Trying to break it apart without smashing it, and that is
nice.
Pretty high roll.
23.
Yep. Okay. Second check.
At advantage?
Still at advantage, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Third. You're going to want to do this at least 2 more times.
Oh, okay.
Whamma. Okay. You succeed.
Nice.
Okay.
Your success threshold far outweighs the failure threshold. So there you go. That 14 did not do you any favors.
No. But thank you. Thanks, Proserpia. Thank you, Proserpia.
Yeah,
So now it's a Sentinel Shield +1 with wyvern bone make.
All right, now I can once again go into the thing and delete it from the group.
She's also going to ask. She's going to hand Proserpia her original prismatic blade.
You mean the one that's completely wrecked?
Technically speaking, it is. It would be by now. Mended, but obviously you can't restore the properties to it. Like, it's not broken anymore. It just
it's inert.
It's just inert. Because I believe I did.
The broken one, but yes, aka the broken one.
AKA the broken one. So she would hand Proserpia the hilt, and she'd hand her one of the 3 moonstones she's got, and she'd say, listen, Proserpia, I have no idea if this is going to work, but do you think you'd be able to use this as a core for it?
Maybe. I can give it a shot.
Okay.
I just have to figure out how to...
Let's do it.
Because I can give you the geology answer, or I can give you the D&D answer.
Okay, D&D answer is that the moonstone is a very magical property type stone.
Okay.
Whether or not you can make this work without blowing off your arm, 50-50 shot.
Blowing off my arm. Okay, that's good to know.
Can I
make a mechanical arm? It's fine.
Rite of passage.
I'm just trying to look at anything that I could do that would help beyond Gnar helping. In terms of like trying to maybe use spell song to consecrate the weapon to Illustrate. If that would do anything. Basically, yes.
This is sounding more and more like a lightsaber ritual.
Yeah.
All you
is
need is the
kind of.
telekinesis.
It is kind of, yeah.
Arden's ears burn like, are they trying to blow up my ship again?
Well, you're hearing the mutterings of Hagnar's head of trying to do the math to make this work.
It just it's coming out of the engine, coming out of the engine room, covered in oil, carrying around his favorite wrench. Just opens door. Naia.
Arden. Proserpia made me a nice new shield.
I heard the clanging.
We
What's
were
this
wondering.
about trying to make yourself a moonstone based sword?
Holy
Well,
Moonstone.
Yes,
Sword.
holy moonstone based sword. I've also got a couple spare if you could weld them into my armor.
Show me the material.
But Hagnar basically just looks at Arden smiling and throws the equation that they've come up with.
He grabs a piece of light chalk and it's like, one moment. He's looking at the material. He looks at the equations. He looks at the material. Immediately wipes away half the equation.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Somebody give me time. Let me do maths. But we're on a strict time limit, so you won't be getting this immediately. As he draws up another equation, and he, like, this big old board of math just stretches across from one end of the room to the other.
Oh, but by the way, question for you. Did Illustre help connect with Ilona?
They're working on their shenanigans. I'm still thinking it's like it's the three goddesses having their little tea party.
It was like literally they were
she
having
was like,
they were at wine, having wine.
And she's like, look, this one's gonna be funny. See, he's now oh
gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no. I meant 2 hours, not 200,000 people. No.
I meant that the last 2 hours, not 200 years.
Yeah.
So she's working on that.
Yeah, she's working on that permanent.
Ilona pretty much just gives the "she's working on it" response.
Yeah. Fuck. Quack.
Continuing from the moon sword is Arden's just he's sitting there with the giant equation and it's just like he's looking at the material, he's looking at it. Why do you always have to give me these sort of interesting things, Naia?
I thought you liked interesting things, Arden.
Not when we're on a time crunch. Just hold on, please, for now. I will get to it, and don't let these two mess with it. They'll mess it up.
Agreed.
He looks at Gnar, or he looks at Hagnar, and no, that is not a challenge.
Basically, you hear Magrel yelling at Stompy to get away from the case in your head.
And he's just like, he like hangs his head, pulls out a whistle, whistles. Suddenly, just from outside the room, you see Sam. Here you go. Hands him another bottle.
Naia would leave with Arden. She would leave her breastplate, her circlet, and the original prismatic blade, the other prismatic blade, with the idea that potentially turning it into kind of like a double-bladed scimitar kind of deal, like a Darth Maul kind of weapon.
Of course.
That could be used but it would be versatile in terms of like she could ignite just the one blade.
I was like, Gnar, this is one of those things where you don't want to mess with it.
And she would leave.
Proserpia, you too.
Yeah, she would leave her breastplate.
Oh, why?
Yeah, they're
Both
both doing
prismas-
equations in there.
Both prismatic
Because
blades.
immolation.
Between-
and her circlet. So, in other words, she's going to leave 3 bits of kit, 3 moonstones, and ask Arden to bait, because her circlet, it doesn't actually have like a real moonstone in it. So she's going to ask Arden to replace that and see what it does. She's going to ask Arden to fix a moonstone into her breastplate, and also then into the blades.
He just writes that up as a list on one of the chalkboards.
Arden,
But
yes. Sorry, go ahead.
But Proserpia, from your perspective, the amount of math Arden has done in such a short span of time makes your head spin.
Ooh. Okay.
Just to try and figure out to make Naia's scheme work. And that's why he's saying, don't even think of trying to start this.
Okay. I'll be good.
Yes
I
or
like my arms.
no? Hey. Arden, yes or no?
Oh, give me a sec to check.
Oh, what are we
No.
looking at?
Just yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, so the 61 that I rolled basically, if you agreed to what I rolled, then basically what happened was, you hear a lot of clanging coming from the other room, and it's Trunk trying to stop Stompy from creating a battle, like, test dummy that he can use the sword on while with the sword.
No! Stompy, no!
Just opens the door and sees Stompy there with the sword.
What? Need test dummy?
No. He just walks over. Do this again, and I will turn you into a newt.
You'll get better!
I'm too old to be newt.
Sword. No, Stompy. We've already seen what this thing can do. Why do you keep trying to use it?
Funny.
Funny doesn't account for the lives that it could ruin.
Funnier.
Mm.
Stompy find...
He looks at Magno
Stompy
and
finds
Trunk.
Stompy finds your anger amusing. Oh my gosh. Everybody, look at the map on screen. It looks like Stompy with a beady eye just going, yeah!
Didn't notice that.
It does a bit, yeah.
That's
It's a
ridiculous.
kobold going, yeah! It's a kobold going, yeah!
Because of course it is.
Um,
Arden
I can
takes
never
a sword.
unsee that. I can never unsee.
No, I can't unsee that either.
Well, Arden takes a sword. He walks out. He hands it to Gnar and goes, "Make sure that your anti-stompy device works."
You told me to disassemble it for repair.
Reassemble and retest. If he gets a hold of that sword again, I'm gonna take a piece of armor off from your arm. Or I'll remove the arm entirely. I don't know. I need glug. I need to make sure this thing can fly.
Yeah,
He just walks himself back to the engine room.
He hears her complaining in his head.
I had a thought. This area here. I'm just trying to remember what it's called. Because is it the something gate? It's
Yeah, but
The Basilisk Gate?
Yeah, Basilisk.
the Basilisk Gate. That's it. And that's like where all the refugees come in from, isn't it? Or is that just in Descent into Avernus?
Just in Descent into Avernus.
Okay, I want to know, where did these pilgrims all come from?
Oh,
Um,
they were magicked in, of course.
Were they really?
yeah. Um,
I'm not going to write up an entire
No,
reason
that's
as to
fair.
why all these programs are here.
um,
No, I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I'm just saying. I was just kind of curious if you had that already thought out. Like, where did they come from? Where did these people come from?
No!
love it.
They just came into being.
It came into being the moment that happened, and I was just like, oh, well, this is a thing now.
And now Ilona's saying, well, this is the thing now.
Exactly. Now, let's get to one person who hasn't gotten to do anything this entire session. Ganesh.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Welcome to the club.
I mean,
Apart from bathing,
do any of us ever really?
Yeah,
this is true.
I don't know.
Case in point.
I got all this money, but I don't know what to do with it.
Oh,
Spoken like a true druid.
oh, I have all this money. I mean, at least you're not studying a cult in a sewer.
It's not a cult.
It is a cult.
It's a cult.
It's a religion.
That's what all cults say.
All cults are religions. All religions are cults. At least as far as Arden's concerned.
Except that unlike
okay.
unlike actual cults, Naia's does actually work for the betterment of people.
That's what all cults say.
Oh, I needed to go to
Excuse me.
market to get the thingy.
What thingy?
The one that lets me summon Fae.
Right. You need the Fae thing.
The spell component
Yeah,
for some woodland beings.
it might have been Woodland Beings. It might have been the other one. Let's see. Carolina's Chambers and Food. No.
So, or summon Fae.
I
can't remember which one it was.
The one that requires a gilded flower worth at least 300 GP.
There was a flower one, and there might have been one for the Woodland Beings. The dust method I couldn't summon because it had a component.
The one holyberry per creature summoned for the woodland beings.
Yeah, that's easy.
That one doesn't have a price. It can be found anywhere, literally.
Right.
It's the gilded flower one that costs money.
Is it just that one?
All right. So
Which one are you looking for?
That's what I'm trying to find out, is which one I'm looking for. I wanted to summon a dust method, but it had a component.
Do dust methods count as woodland beings?
Mm-mm.
It might have been lesser elementals.
It might be lesser elementals.
I sent you a message, Arden.
Summon lesser demons.
Conjure minor elementals.
That's probably.
Yep. So CR quarter steam method, CR half dust method, ice method, magma method, magmin.
Doesn't even have a component.
No, it's not. It is purely verbal and somatic.
But it's a 4th level conjuration spell.
It is a 4th level spell, which means that we will need to be. Oh no! Wait, we've got 4th level spells.
I've got 4th level spells.
So yeah, it is purely verbal and somatic, so you don't need anything for that.
Maybe it was Woodland Beings then.
Summon woodland creatures. That is material. What is the material component? Doesn't say on here.
For which one? Woodland beings?
Woodland being.
It's 1 holly berry per creature summoned.
Okay, so yeah, there's no material cost to that. I know that there's one which is is summon Fey Spirit, which you need an acorn, a gilded acorn worth 100 gold pieces that has a fish scale, a feather, and a tuft of fur in it.
Conjure Fey, the 6th level conjuration one, doesn't need it.
No, I'm talking about Conjure Fey Spirit.
It's not here.
I believe it is a
Summon.
3rd level. Let me just have a look, because I know
The
it's
3rd
one
level summon Fey is the one that has a gilded flower worth at least 300 GP.
Yeah, that's 100.
Which you call forth a Fey Spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range.
What's the one that?
That's the Fey Spirit one.
What's the one that Hector had that they got rid of in Unearthed Arcana and then they brought back?
I don't know. You would have to ask.
Because it's got a its material component is a gilded acorn worth 100 gold pieces. And it needs to have a fish scale, a feather, and a tuft of fur.
It's a druid spell, right?
I'm pretty sure that they changed it to druid only.
One moment.
Because I know that Hector had it.
And you're sure it's level 3, right?
It's
3 or 4.
It's either gonna. It's frustrating, unless they've got rid of it entirely.
Summon Fey is the one that has the Fey Spirit. Once again, that's the level 3 version.
Yeah.
And then filtering to 4. Summon Elementals in the 4th one.
No,
which
it wasn't
air,
that.
pebble, ash, gold inlaid worth at least 400 GP.
I know I'm not going crazy because.
No, we're thinking of the same one. I think.
It wasn't, because it was what it enabled you to summon. It enabled you to summon like a fey creature in the form of like a satyr, and depending on, and you could give it an aspect. It was either like water, air, or earth. And then it gave it different properties, and it looks like they've just deleted it. Here we go. I knew I wasn't going mad. Yeah, summon Fey Spirit. It's a 3rd level but it was. Oh, okay. Well, no. That's Oh, it's marked by your chosen mood. I don't know what spell I'm thinking of then, because it's Gilded Flower, and that is Gilded Flower worth. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know what one I'm thinking of that requires the acorn.
We'd done the acorn one, but 4. A golden acorn. I can't remember if it was me.
It needs to have a fish tail, a tuft of fur, and a feather. And I know.
Isn't that the summon elemental spirit?
That I think that might be. What level is that?
I think that's 2nd level spell. Because he used it before to summon his flying squirrel.
Summon beasts.
Yep. Summon beast.
Summon beast.
Tuft of fur and fishtail inside a gilded acorn worth at least 200 GP.
Yeah, I'm not going crazy. I just got the 2 spells fucked up. Yeah, I apologize. I apologize for wasting time, everybody.
No, we're not wasting time. This was a chill stream. Well, this is where we find out things. With interjections of RP in the middle. For full disclosure, I wasn't even planning on holding this one because the next 2 weeks are going to be crazy as hell. But, Also, Desi, have you been talking this entire time? You were on mute.
No, I've been quiet because y'all were trying to figure something out, so it's all good.
Yeah, but it's there. It's Summon Beasts, the one that requires the Gilded Acorn.
Yep.
And if you want to have the option of summoning all three, you need all three: a feather, a tuft, and or fishtail. Actually,
You need all three to even
inside the acorn. That's interesting. Huh. It's
That's
no
why
and or, it's just
It's
and.
not all three, yeah, it's all three. My druid in another game was going out of her mind.
Well, spell components are easy for Sam to get, so if you just cough up the gold to him, he can pop out and grab it. But he goes at worth of spell component.
I would say that is the most ridiculously specific spell component out there.
I mean, no more ridiculous than an eyelash encased in amber.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. How much is true?
Wizard spells are weird when it comes to components.
I know, I love like in the books that I'm reading, when it talks about wizards casting spells, and it's always specifically wizards. It's just like they pull out the most random shit from their robes, and it's like, whereas clerics and sorcerers, they just cast them, and then it's wizards like having to rummage around, going, "Oh shit, here's this eyelash, right, go, bang."
Just be lucky I'm not ruling clerics on the same vein as Dark Souls cleric. Because in Dark Souls, the clerics are literally reciting the entire story that causes the spell to occur every time they cast it.
Oh god, that would be horrible.
So imagine you have a tale about a lightning god. In order to summon yourself a gigantic lance of lightning that you throw at somebody. And every time you want to cast that spell, you have to recite that story perfectly every time, or else it gets weaker.
Yeah, no.
Unlike paladins who just go, and ass cheeks are clenched.
Praise the sun.
Oh boy. We are getting up there in time. So Desi, unless you guys want to try and do anything,
no.
I think we're good.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do something, now is the time to figure it through.
Well, I was going to say, would it be, since I'm leveling them, I had a question regarding one of them because of what's going to happen with them. So I don't know if it's okay to bring it up in this episode or wait the 2 weeks.
The question that you asked me in chat and that I answered?
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
Regarding the other thing, the cartridge.
Oh yeah. That'll have to be worked through on the NPC themselves.
What do you mean?
We gotta talk outside a character and build up of what the various cartridges can do.
Yeah, because we need to build her cartridges.
Yeah. And then create the design that goes part of it.
Yeah, because there's one specific thing that I kind of wanted to do that was kind of cool. Can I mention it? The cartridge?
You can. It's like Proserpia's B thing.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to. So Proserpia. Basically, what I came up with. You know how in Monster Hunter there's these vigor wasps or these items that will spray mist of healing. So I'm thinking her having since hers is a dragon, instead of having the fire, the flamethrower cartridge, to give her a healing spray, give her the ability to do like a healing breath, like a kind of like a cone of healing.
Essentially taking the flamethrower module and changing it into a
health potion.
Sort of a mist thrower module that can be.
I like it.
That can be modified.
Just like a healing hypo spray?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Hyper spray.
Hypo. You had it right.
Hypo. Yeah.
No. I'm saying in this case, maybe it would be hyper because
It
it's
would be
expanding
hyper,
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be hyper because hypo means that it goes under the skin. Hyper means it goes over the skin.
Yeah. Yeah, hyper spray. Yeah, it would be a healing hypo spray. Basically, loving healing spit.
Okay.
But no, yeah, like have like it's basically like a cone of healing mist type of thing.
Nice.
That sounds great to me.
Yeah, I got inspired by Monster Hunter for that.
We'll call it the artificial breath module.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if all else fails, shut the poison off and zap them with a lightning launcher.
Well, see, that's the thing. I was thinking that the third one could be a poison.
Resuscitate.
Well, see, this is the thing. If we can do a healing spray, we can essentially do a poison spray.
That's why I love the difference between artificers, because the difference between the Proserpia's Clockwork Buddy and Hagnar's Clockwork Buddy. Proserpia's has a module that you rip out and you can put into separate bodies, and they do different things. Hagnar's is just is going to be that cartridge that can swap out to give it the various breath weapons.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, I feel that I'm nearly done with Arcane. I feel Jinx is definitely an artificer.
Yes, 100%.
1,000%.
No spoilers, though.
Yeah, I said I'm only halfway through episode 5, so.
No, she's the spectrum of artificer that Arden does not want to be.
Oh, sorry, no,
wait,
episode 8.
She's
I'm
the
halfway through
spectrum
episode
of
8.
artificer that Arden is in TOA.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
But since we are approaching 10 o'clock, but just really quick, like I said, I guess because I think if you can look at Desi and look at Karg, I think they're both well leveled at this point. Because
They're going through training.
I gave through Karg, huh?
They're gonna go through training.
Yeah. So, and Desi's gonna go through Artificer training because he took up Artificer Initiate, which also gives him the Thieves tools. Because he had fun dismantling doorknobs.
Warrior attacker sidekick. Oh no, those are monsters.
So he got heavy. So Karg got heavy armor master is what I gave him as a feat.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't leveled yet.
Well, might as well do it.
At least you did it right. Ability score improvement. For Karg.
Desi, you gave me an idea.
What?
What?
I did already roll last week. So if you want me to keep that one, which is average, then I will. If not, if you're willing to let me re-roll it for the stream, then I can do that. It's fine.
if you the whole point of the stream was to if you needed help leveling.
Oh, yeah. Okay. In that
you
case,
needed the help, which I know you don't, because you're veteran player.
I'll just take the average. So, blessed strikes.
I trust you to not cheat.
Yeah.
It's fine. Because I did it last week and I got the average, so it's
okay.
It's fine.
So I'm gonna go ahead and close out Desi and Karg since you already looked at them. Let's see here. Stompy. I mean, Stompy's pretty much straightforward. He got Tavern Brawler.
Stompy Anky boy gets even more Anky.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I will turn on my Drow magic.
Do it.
Do it. All right. So for Hagnar, Trunk, and Magro, all three of them took telepathic. So now they're telepathic. So don't be surprised if you hear Kobold in your brain.
The only thing is they wouldn't be able to talk through walls.
No, not through walls.
Looking at what it says.
Yeah. But the thing is, I would say in the Legacy that kind of gets warped.
Yeah. No, agreed. Because Legacy is built the way it is.
Yeah. So in the Legacy, that would be the only time that they can talk through walls. But when out there in the real world, no. But let's see here. Let's see here. But yeah, no, Hagnar. Like I said, I just wanted to do the whole thing with the breaths, the different kind of breaths. One for healing, one for poison, one for one fire. Keeping the fire one.
I'll just need to add an extra level 4 spell because of character mantra is weird.
Now, how did the switching the cartridges work, like with Proserpia? I was like wondering. I forgot how that mechanic worked.
In Proserpia's case, it's switching out which body goes with her whenever she goes out. And with Hagnar, it will probably be an action to swap out what cartridge does what.
Okay.
So, question about that. If I need to... So, if I do the cone of spray, I can help more than one person at a time. Now, the question is, what's the roll? What do I roll on that to see how much they're healed?
Well, I was thinking, like, this is where my
it'd be like a potion.
Yeah, it was like taking a potion, but it like you split it up with everybody. You roll what a potion would be, and then split it between who you're affecting.
Got it. Okay, that's what I didn't understand. Cool.
I mean, does that sound right to you, Arden?
Yep, that sounds right.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I gotta talk with Bacon again.
Because what I was thinking is, like, if you fill the cartridge with a different kind, like a more powerful potion, it's still the same concept. It's just roll what that potion is and then just split it.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
So, Arden, this Aura of Vitality, I'm not seeing it on the Druid spell list. I see it in the spell list, and
it's 3rd level.
It's 3rd level in the spell list.
And it shows up right at the top when you do the spells search and then filter.
I wonder what... Because it says it's in the player's handbook, but I don't know which book gives it to Druids, because it's not the player's handbook.
Really?
Yeah.
PHB should show it right there.
I think it might be Tasha's.
Hold up, give me a moment. Spells, filter, source, more classes, Druid, level 3, apply. No, it says PHB.
Yeah, because it's in the PHB.
Cleric, Druid, Paladin. Tasha's might have upgraded it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if this helps, but I was having a weird time with the search under I, because like when I typed in poison, poisoner, it wouldn't give me hits for that. But then I put in
it might be a Roll20 shenanigan.
Yeah, then. That's what I'm wondering.
Because I know Aura Vitality is supposed to be a druid spell. I use it all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
It is not in the PHP vanilla for druids.
That is strange. All right, I'll have to look at my PHP.
Starts off with call lightning.
I'll check my PHP when I'm over at my parents' house, just so I can double check. But yeah,
poison cartridge.
That is weird.
Yeah, that is. Let me. I know. I think it might have been. It might have been one of the later supplements, like Xanathar's, that gave it to the druid.
Oh, also the other thing.
It's strange that it doesn't come up multiple times, because usually that's what happens in Roll20.
Also, I don't see it on my spell cards, which I bought.
And that's supposed to be spell cards from PHP 1, right?
I don't know. I don't know how much it's actually got. It's got stuff from other books, I think.
Man, it's on your character sheet. It's in Roll20. Thus, congratulations. You got it.
Yes, I've got it.
Okay. Now I need to work out, do I just keep the one use of Fairy Fire that I get for free, or do I keep Fairy Fire and just use the one use, or do I use that for another spell entirely?
Oh, I have.
But that's something I can decide.
I also have a
Yeah.
question for you. Between
Yeah.
now and the next adventure, are you gonna try and build your bond with Miaplea? Because the rest of us have
Yes.
rank 20. You don't.
I believe I do. I not?
You do not.
Okay. In that case, yes. What she's and I wanted to say that another thing Naia's going to do. Did she know? Because I remember you said about the what was her name, the lady on the ship.
Does she know who that is?
She probably asked. She probably asked Proserpia if she knew, or if
Oh,
Arden
Hellcat.
knew, or Hellcat.
More than likely, Hellcat's the one who knows that they're part of the Forest. She would have introduced herself to Arden as such. And for the most part, she's just grateful that she's no longer under the thrall of a mind flayer.
Yeah, exactly. Would
And
she be willing? Oh, sorry.
And she's probably going to be busy doing some major reforms. Specifically, some Iron Fist idiots that need to get their shit together.
Well, this is the thing. Speaking of major reforms, would she be able to point me into the direction of a disused building down near down in the poorest areas of the city?
They mean the shacks that are stuffed with people that are still trying to get themselves situated?
Well, I said a disused building.
This is a lot more than that you're giving me that I need to think up later.
Although, I mean, in terms of if there are lots of people there,
it's Baldur's Gate.
It's kind of
cultural derp.
The whole point, the whole kind of thing with the groves and that is, yeah, come and be fed. They're kind of like the charity organizations.
We'll talk with this outside of character.
Yeah.
After during the week or something, because
Yeah,
it's
'cause we
already
got
late.
2
My
weeks.
brain is going.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks to figure it out. So
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
going to
check
push.
out.
I'm not going to push
All
it
right.
tonight.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
take
ahead
care.
and just let me go to my closer. All right, everyone. So let me go ahead and mute the Discord there for a second. All right, thank you everyone so much for watching this recap and very special episode and tour of the sewers of Baldur's Gate. Remember that Thursday there will be no stream because of gobble gobble food time. And then what we're gonna do is Saturday is gonna be I'm gonna be reading. We're gonna continuing on with Storytime with Darkborne, which I will be reading from 13 Secret Cities by Cesar Torres. I look forward to that. And then next Monday, we will not be having a Flights of the Legacy stream because out of town. But I will be having I will be having a stream or we might have a rerun. And just stay tuned for the week and I will put it on the schedule. So thank you everyone so much for watching and I will see you all on our next date on Saturday the 27th. All right. Good night, everyone.